Go ahead.
And my girlfriend just told me, she showed me a message that the Oakville Place Mall is under lockdown.
Oh, intriguing.
15 guns drawn, fire and ambulance. What's going on here?
Oh, so I had your coconut wheat tonight. I reviewed it before I came online.
How was it?
And, you know what? I enjoyed it, but it wasn't for me.
No.
No, when I hear wheat, I like, how we all have a paradigm of what we want.
Yeah.
When I hear a wheat, I'm always thinking Belgian wheat. That's what I like. I like that sweeter wheat.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there was no brewing fault in it or anything like that. It wasn't really my thing.
Yeah. I got the idea from Hawaii. They had one down there, and that's where I just got the idea from.
Now, I can't deny to you that this has some faults in it.
What? Bad
wild gravity.
Ooh, what is it?
It's an IPA from England. It's one of these cans.
How old is it?
It doesn't have a date on it.
No.
No.
Not a multi-mess.
I may, or not even a multi-mess. It's that medicinal mess.
Ooh.
I may have made a mess while I was doing the review because I was holding it over my head and I may have spilt some down my back. Because I forgot how big the fucking opening is.
Oh, we got another one in here.
What the hell are y'all doing tonight?
Yeah, not too much.
Aight. How are things? Oh, it's dark. Sorry. Yeah, let me turn on some lights so y'all can see what the hell I look like. Y'all know what I look like. All right. Y'all caught me in the dark. So it's kind of an impromptu thing. I didn't see this one happening.
Yeah, me neither.
All right, that's good. That's all good. No problem. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to change some other stuff. I got a new Bluetooth speaker. My kid took. I borrowed his little Bose SoundLink Mini thing, and he's back from the military for a month. And he said, "I want my Bluetooth speaker back." I said, "All right." And so he whipped out a brand spanking new JBL, looking like this here. It's a little Bluetooth speaker. It's the Flip 4, and he says, "Here, just use this one, brand new." He says, "Here, use this one," and then he gave it to me later on. I was like, "Well, yeah, you the man." He got it for like $50 overseas, and they're like 100 here. I put it against the Bose. It sounds a lot the same, and hell, the Bose is twice the cost.
The speaker that connects to the back of my phone is a JBL as well, and it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, JBL's good stuff. Yeah, I think they're putting that same brand in some of the cars too, some of the higher end cars. So yeah, that's been around for a while. I've just always been a Bose fan. They're really small, but they're really powerful.
Do you know what this is? Anyone have a guess what this is?
That's beer.
It's a home brew.
Sexton's?
Hell yeah.
It is Sexton's. It's his Shores beer.
Nice.
I got one at home. I got a couple down here. I haven't tried them yet because obviously I've been capped in contamination.
It isn't fully carbonated quite yet. It probably needs a few more days.
Oh yeah, I got me a homebrew too. This is my premium American lager.
I feel empty-handed right now. I'll be right back.
Well, we can't have that.
It was impromptu. I didn't have time to.
Well, this was impromptu too. I decided at like 8:30 I was going to do some beer reviews, and if I do beer reviews, then I go online because I don't drink the whole beer when I'm doing the review.
Oh, right.
So I had the night off for reasons that I can't talk about online anymore.
Okay. Yeah, that's not.
I might put it over there on the side. Well, no, it's just there's yeah, and so I had the night off, and I did that stuff. I decided to drink, so I had some drinks, and
nice.
This is where we're at.
Wonderful. What is that you're holding? What is it?
This is the Boron stick. So what? It is a drumstick. Yeah, it's a drumstick. It's a Boron stick. It's for an Irish drum.
Well, I would have never guessed that.
Basically, you kind of hold them like a pen, and then you turn it in onto yourself, and it's up and down is
Oh,
how you're hitting the
neat.
drum.
Well, I would earned.
Each because of where your finger is, each end of it has a different amount of pressure hitting the drum,
Of
and
course. Huh.
changing the sound that way.
Do you play it? Are you any good at it?
I can play it.
Sweet. Well, I'd have never thunk it.
And I'm back.
He was showing us his supersized chopsticks. Uh-oh.
I'm being ultra classy tonight. I'm using one of the good glasses.
Uh-huh.
I'm using a red Solo cup.
Oh no! Wow. Nice.
All the good stuff's in the dishwasher.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to worry about breaking those for sure.
No.
When you get done, you just throw it away.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to invest in.
It's even one of the fancy ones. I can write my name on it.
Nice. That's the best ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to invest in a few myself. Talk about impromptu. My kid decided that he wanted to invite some folks over this weekend to do a crawfish boil.
Mhm.
And I said, well, I've got some beer. I do my batches in 10-gallon batches, and so there's 5 in a keg in the cooler thing there, the kegerator. Then I got another 5 gallons that I can go ahead and keg up. So I guess I'm going to provide at least some of the beer for the event, but I'm going to monitor what happens, because like any other time when people get together, you find the next morning there's half-empty beers all over and no beers in the cooler. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to be that many people, but I think we'll probably just do that same thing, write your name on your cup and keep up with the damn thing, you know?
Mm-hmm. I've been doing smaller batches lately.
Okay.
Like 2.5 gallon batches.
Wow. All right.
Well, namely because all my stuff to do the bigger batches is out in the garage with a patio table and a snow blower and chairs and umbrellas and
right, all the summertime stuff.
two
Barbecue, obviously.
Smoker.
Yeah. Wow. So you've been doing the stovetop thing, have you? Something like that?
Yeah, I've been doing the stovetop thing, but I've been doing like more out there beers.
Oh, okay. Right. And you sure don't want to waste a bunch of money or time or brew if it all goes bad.
Yeah, especially when you're doing like an experiment or something like that.
Sure. Okay, that makes sense. I understand. Well, you do the brew in the bag thing or the extract?
Mostly it's all been brew in a bag.
Okay. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, the latest one is red stout.
A red stout. Okay.
Yeah, and I used, instead of darker malts, I used Red X malt in it.
I've heard of that. Were you pleased with the color and such? Were you happy with it?
It is a nice color. It got a little bit brown because of stuff I put into the mash as well.
Okay.
I put in a pound of graham cracker.
Like literally graham crackers?
Yeah, there was a pound of graham crackers in the mash.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, I need to get out of my comfort zone and do something silly like that. I mean, I've heard of people putting all kinds of crap in beer.
And then I also put lactose in it. And then I'm going to put it into secondary on top of cocoa nibs and coffee beans.
Wow. Okay, that sounds really good, actually. Yeah, I like stouts myself. I dig some stouts. And I did the last bunch I did 10 gallons. I did 5 with coffee and 5 with cocoa nibs. First time I've ever done the cocoa nib thing. I put a 1/4 pound in there, and it seemed to make a difference. It seemed to turn out okay. I would do it again.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for the stout flavor with it being like bright red.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. So obviously you've been brewing for a while if you're being this creative, or you're just the opposite and you don't give a shit. How's it go?
Well, it's been about a year now since I actually started.
Okay, so you've been doing it for a while anyway, a little while, sure. Awesome, yeah.
But it's just been like, I don't give a shit. Let's see what I can do.
Exactly. Okay, paint me stupid. Do you have a channel?
Do I have a channel? Not yet.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I was going to follow you, or not necessarily follow. I mean, but watch your videos.
Right now, mostly I'm just on Instagram.
Yeah, I only YouTube. Yeah, I don't Facebook or any of that other stuff.
But I am thinking about doing something on YouTube, starting like in the summertime or whatnot.
Sure. Okay.
Not really reviews, more or less. I've never had really good beer trading partners at all, so I've always ended up like driving to go buy the beer.
Yeah.
So I'm just like make vlogs of my travels.
Oh, awesome. So it sounds like you have a budget. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Hell, I'm jealous already. Okay, so I see what you put in the side thing there. Can we speak of it, like literally out loud? Can we talk of this? Okay. All right. Yeah, that's okay. Well, I know this is oh, we're live. We are live. My bad.
Live.
Yeah, when we're not live, we can.
Yes, sir. No, I get it. I just seen the little yellow thing over there. I thought we were in a closed session. Okay. Well, I understand. Okay.
Live.
Sir? What's that?
I hope our rambling wasn't live about homebrewing.
Oh, no, it's all good.
It was. Your homebrewing rambling was live.
Oh, that's all good.
Did you actually get a chance to try the Rhino's Red Beard yet, sir?
Me? Not yet. I haven't been up there yet. I haven't even been into the new section yet.
New section's beautiful.
Due also to the fact that I've been sick for almost 3 weeks, and this is the first week I'm actually feeling better.
Ashley said it was good, so I have to hope it's good. From his wording of it, it sounds like it was sort of the way I wanted it to be.
Like a red IPA?
Well, I wanted it to be an Irish red, but with more hoppiness to it. So it went a little further than I wanted it, but we were only really using one real hop. Like we added a few others, but they were just there for background hoppiness. And we were experimenting with the whole melon because none of us had ever really used it. And apparently it didn't work out the way the internet said it should have. That seems to be the case a lot of times.
Yeah. Oh, if you've seen it on the internet, it's got to be true. So I don't understand. So our session here is live, but we're not live to YouTube, or I don't understand.
No, we're on YouTube right now.
I didn't get a notification.
It just might not have gone to you yet.
Well, I'll be darned. Okay. All right. Whatever. I guess it'll make its way here eventually. I mean, it showed me that you popped up with the Hangout link. Okay.
Well, now it's actually on the news. Halton Place are currently investigating an armed robbery at Oakville Place.
What? Armed robbery. I don't need any of those.
No.
I guess it's better than a school shooting.
Yeah. My girlfriend, she works in a mall in St. Catharines, but all the people who work for the same company talk to one another, and yeah, apparently the place was on lockdown. They had guys with guns in there, and
oh man.
Alrighty, we have a bunch of comments. Sorry to the comment guys. I was on Facebook chatting for a second with some people. What do we have here? Sup Rhino from Mr. Angus Wangus. Good day, Randolph. What's going on? Malted in Montreal's around. Hey fellas, and Angus. How's everyone doing? I'm doing good. I don't know about the rest of them. Malt Master is here. Good day, Sage. What's going on? Do you have your camera, Sage? Nothing's new. Good day, Ashley. So Ashley, talk to me about my beer. Well, me and Carrie's beer. If anything's wrong with it, it's because Carrie made it. If anything's good with it, it's because it's my recipe.
You made it.
Nice.
It's my recipe. If it was good, it's because Carrie made it. If it was bad. Go get the phone. I'll send you shit. No, you're not ghost typing to nobody. We're here. We are here.
Yeah, I'm the only one that I guess is out of the loop. I'm looking for us now. I don't know what's happened.
Do I get a notification here?
Well, I mean, I guess if everybody else did, it's just me. But
Circle of Barley, BDU. There it is.
Yeah, I'm having to go the long way around, I guess.
There we go. I got chat open too.
Well, I don't understand.
I just got it on my phone.
Okay, I'll find it. You're not even in my sub list right now. I'm not sure what happened. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'll deal with it. I'll get it sorted. It's I guess just me, obviously.
I'm pretty sure it's probably gone by now. Actually, we only made one. We only made one. Fuck, I can't even think now. We only made one demijohn of it, so it's probably all gone by this point since you got it last week. I've been told some of it's been saved for me, but I don't know if it is or not. I'll find out if I get there in the next few days. I do want to get back there because Chef Mark has an amazing food menu. Unfortunately, he closes his food menu at 8 p.m.
Well, they got food there now?
Oh, yeah. Chef Mark is there making his food.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm even the thumbnail over here. Okay, I found us now. All right. So I'm not stupid after all. Okay. Wow.
How old is this thing?
All right, Mr. Wangus, Malt Master, Ashley.
I just cracked open a beer, and I just bought this thing a couple weeks ago, just before I got sick.
There we go.
And I swear to God, this thing is a malty mess.
Awesome. That sounds good.
Don't know.
Malty is good, right?
What's up?
What's up, chat?
Hey, what's going on, chat?
Nothing much. Just got done with a beer review, and I was planning on going to bed since I have work in the morning, but
I'm going to be drinking this next. Manitoulin Island's Cup and Saucer.
nice.
I've had that one. I didn't mind it. It was good.
No, I actually enjoy it. There's a botanical taste in it that I can't put my finger on, though.
I'm having a Mill Street West Coast IPA.
Man.
And it tastes like a malty mess of death.
LCBO purchase?
Beer store purchase.
Oh, that can be just as bad.
It's an IPA and it tastes like malt. That's not necessarily a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing. The hops are dead.
Right? The hops are dead. Yeah, y'all got me looking at the damn dates on those things. It's like, no, I won't have that IPA. I'll just take that red ale. Thanks.
It's hard to tell too because it just it doesn't have like a date. It just says M1917 MS2.
Oh boy, that doesn't help.
3.
Yikes! Yeah, that's some kind of code, obviously. Okay, y'all gonna make me dig out some bottles that I bought last week. They're nothing fancy, but it's not hungry. I'm gonna go dig out a bottle.
Speaking of fancy, this is what I'm drinking.
Sweet, dude, I love those things.
I actually, you know what? It's sad to admit it, but I do enjoy the Mickey's grenades myself.
You damn straight.
The fine malt liquor. When you taste it, all it is corn.
Yeah. I save the bottles for storing yeast.
But it's not like soggy corn. It's like a bitey corn that just like kicks you. Which I wish I would have said in the review. I did the review really too quick. I just said it wasn't shit. And that for a nostalgia thing, I get this and I give it a 4 out of 5.
Awesome. Yeah, they go right on down with that big wide mouth on them.
Yeah.
I did a video. I can't find it because I don't remember what I named it, but it was way back at the beginning. And I did a video where I had like 6 of them lined up and I chugged them in under 2 minutes. Just bang, 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 bang. And I'm like, this is why the LCBO doesn't want wide mouths.
Well, it's better than the fucking plastic 40 bottles that they have them in now. Like, Jesus.
Oh,
like, it makes it taste like utter garbage. I mean, not so much when you, like, pour it into a glass. That's other garbage. But if you drink it right out of that plastic bottle, oh, my God, it is gross.
Oh.
Because you just get that full plastic flavor.
The only beer I've ever had in a plastic bottle was Charles Wells IPA in the 2-liter plastic bottles.
Yeah, down in the States.
I had it at Bugsy's. I don't know if you've ever been to Bugsy's, Brian, in St. Catharines. Yeah. Okay, but I did the Bugsy's card, and I did the Bugsy's card like 4 times. We did it in one night for my 30th birthday. Me and a bunch of my buddies, we actually posted the video online. It was the Dirty 30 party, but we did the entire beer card in one night. But the first time I had that brought to me, they put it down in front of me, and I looked at it, and it was September, and the beer, according to the expiry date, expired in February. I'm like, this beer is apparently real old, and they're like, oh well.
Oh well, you ordered it.
Yeah, I just spent $20 on 2-liter.
Oh. All right, I know it's not fancy.
Stone.
Some good old Stone IPA.
Is that Keystone Ipa?
No, come on now. Look
No,
deep
it's just
into your monitor.
I don't know if you saw the dig, Brian, but apparently your stout was undercarbed.
My stout's a little undercarbed.
Yep.
Yeah, I had one the other day and it was a little undercarbed.
I had, like I was saying earlier there, Ashley, I don't know if you were here yet when I said it, but I did have your Schwarz beer today. It probably needed a few more days to carbonate up fully, but it was really good. If I was to say anything about it, I'd say it really, other than there was a slight plum taste to it, like dark fruit taste to it. Other than that, and the fact that it had more coffee, it reminded me a lot of the Silversmith Black Lager, which is one of my favorite Schwarz beers. So I actually really did enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah, I had one of those stouts the other day, and yeah, I will agree, it is undercarbonated.
Anybody a Soundgarden fan here?
Huh?
Anybody here? Like, yeah.
A long time ago.
Well, because like under the bottle cap thing, they have like the little anagram thing. So it's SP Moon, and then it has a man, so it's Spoon Man. Thought that was hilarious. They would have that reference underneath a bottle cap. I never knew Mickey's did that. I thought Lion's Head was the only ones that really had like the pictures make a phrase or something like that.
Oh no, Mickey's been doing that for years. I'm just no good at figuring them out. So we got any good beer news there? Oh, he's gone now.
Oh yeah, I have a lot of beer news. Sorry, I'm just I'm setting it up because Sage wants to join us, but I don't have the chat set up so that he can join from his cell phone. So I'm doing it right now, Sage.
Oh, I get it.
I'm just playing in the Google Hangouts menus, trying to set this up for you.
You busy man.
I try, I try.
Yeah, you gotta keep up with the Joneses, I guess.
The Joneses.
Well, I might have to change the liquid line on my kegerator over to the stout. Y'all got me thinking of stouts now.
Wish I had a stout.
Yeah,
Mickey's ain't bad, but a nice stout would be great.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing wrong with some malt liquor every now and then. I've been known to drink those.
How is my stuff? Is it slowly dying and everything?
Hmm?
Is my shit slowly dying and stuff? Because I mean, I'm compiling movies as we're talking. I'm on
Once in
video.
a while, it go in and out, but not too bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm on video 31 of 38, so it should be done soon.
Right? No, yeah, it's cut to your avatar thing a couple times, but I thought you were blocking us out to where we didn't see your forehead.
Yeah.
That was almost funny, guys.
A full head. So what do we have here? What do we have from
Oldest fucking one.
Thanks. I liked it though. Yes, I liked it. Okay, Spoon Man, Come Together with Your Hands. Yeah, that's a great song. I had one too in this under. Okay. Malt Maniac Chad, did you check out the recipe vids? Next week after editing, I'll have content to post to my channel. No, once you post them to your channel, tell me. I don't play on the internet all that much anymore. I play on the internet, but I don't play on the internet in any way worthwhile. I just listen to music for the most part online now.
You should listen to Jim Cornette podcast.
Treen doesn't want to. I don't know who Treen is, but Treen doesn't want to cam. Sounds horrible. Yeah,
you can just have your avatar up.
What do we have? I went to Bulk Barn tonight and picked up. Oh, Brian's talking on the chat instead of in person.
Yeah, I'm talking to Ashley in the chat. I'm being social.
I love if it's like. I wonder if we can convince people. It's like that's Brian's video. He just stays there in freeze frame.
I sit there and freeze frame.
Constantly pounding
I saw Dr. Dave on that other BDU chat. I thought of that.
Do.
Dr. Dave hasn't been on a BDU in forever, sir. In forever. Oh, you guys are doing an NES and Friday the 13th thing. Okay. Have fun doing that. That sounds like fun. I'm doing the I'm a fat ass albino guy thing. My next beer is going to be from Collective Arts. It is their lunch money. Oh, wait. I still have this beer to drink first.
Oh, Collective Arts, that's the same one who made that the number 5 that everybody's been ranting about.
Yeah, well, they do an IPA series where they just do different hops with the same malt bill for the most part. So I don't know what hops were in IPA number 5. It wasn't available on the LCBO when I did an order. Jace actually sent me a Facebook message 2 days ago with all these new beers that used to be from Keep Six Imports that were in 2-4s. I don't know if Keep Six Imports are allowed to sell as singles now, or if it's just if stuff sat in the warehouse so long that they're selling it as singles. But a lot of Keep Six stuff has turned into singles, and he sends me messages whenever it comes, and then I scramble to get enough money in my account to buy those singles. And, so I ordered 18 singles yesterday. I didn't pay for the 1-day shipping, so they didn't ship out today. So maybe I'll get them by Friday. Because basically the day they ship out, I'll get them the next day because they're coming from Toronto and I'm in Niagara Falls. What was I going to say, though? With that being said, they do have Cascade beers coming to the LCBO at $20 to $30 a bottle, which apparently is a good price. I'm not willing to pay it, but it's apparently a good price. So if somebody wants to come and review some with me, I might pay $7 or $10 a bottle to share it with somebody.
Or you can just follow a beer truck and see if a couple fall off.
There's that idea too, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's got to be one of the big beers that happens. It's not usually the craft beers. It's gotta be one of the Budweisers or Miller Lights or whatever.
Yeah, so it's always one of those ones that always mess up and spill beer all over the highway.
Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to pick it up.
Speaking of which,
It's
So,
usually
Sage just said he will say off topic that Friday the 13th for NES makes his blood boil. He hates that game. That makes two of us, sir. I hate that game.
well, yeah, it's a terrible game. I think James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, has said numerous times that it's a bad game.
Yeah, but he's also said games are bad games that later on he decided were good games. Like once he learned how to play Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, he didn't hate it as much as he did in his videos.
Yeah, but it's still...
It took him 30 years to learn how to play it, though, so it tells you something about the game.
But even if you know how to play it, it's still ridiculously bullshit hard, and it shouldn't be that bullshit hard. And it doesn't tell you how to play it, even if you have the instructions manual or anything like that. It just goes, here, figure it out.
That's the way everything is anymore. They give you that quick setup guide and some pictures, and you're on your own, you know. And then poor booklets
now they just hold your
FCC
hand.
warnings or whatever. You know?
Now they just hold your hand for video games. But
through it.
or if you play the home improvement video game, you try to figure out how to play it. You know, you look in the instructions manual. There's a big, huge thing written over the instructions saying "real men don't read instructions," blocking everything that says it in the manual.
Indeed. So we got the banners back. It looks. It wasn't working for the longest time.
Banners.
Yeah, because what people don't realize is that Drunken One's streaming from cable TV, hence why he has the little ticker tape banner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's a Google Hangouts thing. It does it on here. It's some kind of I forget how I did it. If you wag your mouse, there should be one that's the three dots. Click there and put Add Apps, and then it's the one in the middle, which is Google Hangout Toolbox, and it'll allow you to do things. Or you might have to download it. I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while, but it wasn't working for the longest time.
That's cool that it's working again.
Yeah. I finally got something sorted out. Not that it makes a big difference, but.
But yeah, I kind of feel bad because the last couple beers I've been reviewing have been all macros. I kind of want to get back right into the craft type thing.
Yeah.
But I haven't really gotten out much, so.
The weird thing is the macro is the ones that get you the most views because it's like, I've tried that. Well, what does this guy think of it? That's a lot of times that's what happens. I mean, look at Terrio. He reviews the same stuff over and over again, and people are still watching it. It's like, well, how many times are you going to revisit that same one? You know. I mean, if it works, it works. I guess each their own. But, you know, it's like,
I mean. Although I haven't really gotten a lot of views on my Labatt Ice review, but that's probably because A, the video really screwed up, and B, I called it Labatt shite, so I probably angered a few people.
I might have done it. Where's Redbeard? Oh, I know where Redbeard's at. I seen that name in the
clean chimneys.
Yeah. Redbeard. He's over with the other boys. I think I deleted that little thinger. Anyway, he's with the other boys.
Okay, now it's time for lunch money.
Is it coming up now? I got the app on the thing now. Let's see if it's working.
Have you done it before? You know how to do it?
I've never done it before. It just says lower third, display name, and tagline.
Let me get where you're at, and I'll try to walk you through it. The lower third.
He's on an app now. He's not on a desktop. He's on a cell phone.
I'm on my computer.
Okay, if you're on your computer, you're going to be working just the top half of this, not that custom overlay stuff. Okay. So your display name has probably got your name already. You can change that. I actually reversed the tagline and the display name. So you just put whatever you want to put in there. You choose a color and then just turn on the switch there at the top beside the lower third. And it should come on. Don't mess with that that upload overlay is different. That's like when I go like here, you could choose a different thing to show. That's the bottom part is that custom overlay.
Okay.
So yeah, before sometimes it was kind of tricky. Sometimes it would work, sometimes it wouldn't. But you have your display name, your tag name, your color, and then you might have to flip that switch on and off a couple of times. It's kind of quirky. Because it got to where it was working all the time, and then it was you had to kind of jack with it a little bit, and then it got to where it didn't work at all. It wouldn't even give you the option of that Hangout toolbox thing there on the right.
I'm not too overly concerned with it.
Oh, I know. It's kind of goofy, but kind of, it's all right.
I was going to say my tagline is, yes, I am live. I can just stand very, very still.
Nice. That's perfect when you're not coming up.
I don't have a camera on my computer. Well, I did at one point in time.
I get it. Okay.
Then I broke it. And I never replaced it.
In 6 weeks, I should get a new computer. Damn it! How did you do that again? Like can you walk through that process again?
He looked at the camera and it broke.
Okay, yeah. Check got it going. Where did you go, Brian, to get your to get to that spot? Was it just the 3 buttons, like I said, just that easy?
Yep, 3 dots. 3 dots. Hit add apps.
All right.
The one in the middle, like you said, the Hangout toolbox.
All right.
And then it should come up, and it asks for permissions and stuff like that.
All right.
And then when it downloads, it will come up on the side where the normal chat, like a private chat is.
Okay.
Hangout toolbox, and it'll say a lower third and display name and tagline.
Every time I click on it, it wants me to choose account that. And nothing.
Okay, does it have anything like this over here? I'm showing my screen.
Nope.
It doesn't have any of this stuff over here.
No.
Mine was. Let me click out of that, and so I went to the 3 dots. Add app.
Chet, you're in charge while I take a pee.
All right. I'll figure it out later.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe mine's not working because I'm just a display picture and not actually...
Right.
Not actually...
Oh, hey, you're right. You are so very right. I see what you're saying. Right. Good point. I didn't think that through so much.
I wonder if I can upload an overlay.
Yeah, you sure can. Yeah, you could... and then you would know it happens when you like turn off your camera, which would be like me, what I just did there.
Mm.
And your upload overlay, it could be, something off the internet or something you might have in your unit somewhere, your computer somewhere.
Let's see if that happens. Custom overlay uploaded.
There you go. Ta-da!
Hey boy, superstar DJ, away we go!
Don't talk to us like that.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a Scooby-Doo.
Actually, talking about Scooby-Doo, I was offered a Great Dane puppy today, and I almost took it.
We're going to name it Scooby.
You
No,
need that. You got 2 big ass dogs already.
No, they're only like they're 20 inches and 22 inches tall. They're little dogs.
Yeah, well, compared to the Great Dane, yeah.
I've been offered a lot of dogs lately. There's a lot of people apparently that are getting rid of big dogs, and they want them to go to people that know big dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, there's a lot of things.
Give them to the people that know small dogs, so that way they're just like. And then not only tell them that, tell them it's like, oh, it's the dwarf version.
What was there was a fucking, and I'm pissed off this dog sold. There was a dog for sale. It was a boxer. And there was a female boxer for sale. She was 12 weeks old, and she was the exact color pattern I wanted forever even with Boris. I got Boris as a brindle because they're beautiful boxers too. But and I'm looking at it, and it was shits and giggles looking, because I'm just looking for shits and giggles, and I'm like, Niagara Falls, and it had the first three letters of the postal code were the same as mine, and I'm like, I wonder where this is. So I click it. This fucking boxer was legitimately across the fucking street from me. Across the motherfucking street. And I contacted them, and I'm like, where do you guys actually live? Because is the map showing you properly? And they're like, yeah, we live right behind this store. And I go, I can see your house from mine. How have I not passed you? Because they own both the dad and the mom, right? And I'm like, I'm out with my dogs for like an hour and a half a day. How have I not passed you?
Wow.
Like this is insane. And they ended up, I told them if my taxes came in and they still had it, I wanted it, but they sold it before my taxes came in. Which is important because I was there, and I'm like, okay, if I buy this dog, I'm going to fix Helga the second I get this dog, and I'm going to breed this dog and Boris. And I had a friend of mine at work going, you don't want to breed them. What if you get stuck with them? I go, first off, I'm not an idiot that charges way too much for a dog.
Right.
And I can tell you from years of watching my family breed boxers and stuff, you're never stuck with a boxer. People want boxers. Right, there's not enough There's not enough breeders with them. There's not enough breeders with them that know what they're doing. And and in all honesty, there's too many breeders that charge way too much for them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you take the dogs, okay, you get their tails docked. With a boxer, you dock their tails, you get their first shots, you get their vet check, and you feed them. All that costs about $250. So when they're charging you $1,500 a dog, they're making $1,250 a dog. I would charge around $500 a dog. You know what? I've just doubled my money.
Yeah.
Just to raise it properly and do things properly. I'm good with that.
Awesome.
I mean, if I had a boxer, I'd prefer not to dock the tail.
Well, they dock the tail because there is a percentage of boxers whose tails actually die because over time the tails have been it's been bred that the tails aren't as strong, so the tails die, and then later on in life you actually have to pay to get them removed, and it's like a $2,000 operation once they're older.
Oh.
Or if you do it when they're a puppy, if you dock it when they're a puppy, it's $50.
I see.
Jack, can you imagine being circumcised now?
No, that's just it, right?
No.
I was told by a friend of mine's Filipino, and he was telling me the Filipinos don't circumcise themselves until they hit of age. And I'm like, yeah, that ain't happening. You ain't coming near my penis with a knife when I'm of age. He's like, no, it's not a knife. They use a hatchet and a hammer. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, that's better.
I don't know if you're just trying to fuck with this Irishman or not, but fuck that shit. That ain't happening.
Nice.
Put me out first.
Yeah, right. There's just not enough beer in the world for that. You know? I need something a little stronger.
You and Trina have fun, Sage. And remember, if there's any women in your area that want to date a fat albino, they just have to come to Niagara Falls. Just saying. Anyway,
preferably from Welland.
No. Yeah, Welland. Where were we going here? So like getting that stuff done later on, right? And the thing with docking a tail is when you dock a tail as a puppy, it heals within a few hours. It's like healed over and done. You have to get their tails docked within the first 2 days of their life too.
Okay.
So or it costs more money because then it's surgery because it doesn't just heal on its own.
Right. Okay. Huh.
Now there was some box because after this, right, I had my heart set on a boxer after seeing this boxer that was across the street. So I started looking for boxers in Ontario out of shits and giggles, and there was boxers in Markham, and I'm like, Markham's like an hour and 40 minutes away. I could probably offer them $100 and they deliver it. And you know, they dock the tails, but they left like this much tail, so it looked like they fucking cut it at home on their own. I'm like, what the fuck is this bullshit? That isn't a dock tail. That's just I cut the tail in half. Like.
That's messed up. All right, guys, I will be right back. It is that magical 9:02 hour, and I will be right back.
Ashley just told us all to back off Welland. His wife is from Welland.
I'm sure she's an amazing person.
Because, Sage, I need to find a way to Sarnhole, and I need to bring 2 giant dogs with me, and maybe possibly a 3rd giant dog. And that gives a problem. Jason says, do they ever get phantom limb? Well, Boris has chased his non-existent tail a few times, so I'm going to go with yes. Yes, they get phantom limb. I mean, he just has a nub, and he's chased it a few times. He actually chased it twice today, and I laughed my ass off as he was chasing the no tail that was there. You drive to Niagara. I'll tell you what weeks I'm off. You drive to Niagara. We'll hang out for a day, and then you drive me and my dogs back there, and we'll hang out with you. But then you have to bring me back here again. So it's a lot of driving for you, but you get to hang out with an albino.
Yeah.
And his dogs. The dogs are the most important part of the experience. BDU Welland Stories Edition. So beer news, guys. Beer news. We haven't even touched on the beer news yet.
Right.
No, we haven't.
No, we haven't touched on beer news. We've been just shooting the shit, and people have actually been watching us, which is weird because people don't watch us ever, let alone when we're just shooting the shit. First and foremost, I guess, Rurband Brewing Company opens an expanded tap room. Rurband is in Cornwall, Ontario. So, yeah. If you're in Cornwall, there's an expanded tap room. I've never had any of their beers. I hear they're good. But Cornwall is much like Welland, but from like Eastern Ontario instead of Southern. So I don't know. I don't know if you can accept it. I mean, I spent a lot of time growing up in Cornwall running and playing tag in the sewer systems. And there's a lot of stories there. So we'll just leave it at that. Cornwall's a special place. Manitoulin Brewing, who I just drank their cup and saucer, they just released Haw Eaters Brew Lager. And Haw Eaters Brew Lager is a 4.3 ABV lager. There was something special about this. Oh, hawberries. It's made with hawberries.
Hawberries.
Whatever the fuck.
Hawberry.
It's something that grows on Manitoulin Island, okay, sir? Just leave it the fuck alone. It's a hawberry. I don't fucking know what a hawberry is.
Are there any he berries?
No, there's just
And
hawberries.
then you crossbreed them, then you have hee-haw berries?
So this is coming to the LCBO here in Niagara Falls. Not the LCBO, the beer store on Lundy's Lane. It's just not there yet. And it's Muskoka Brewery's Summer Weiss Tropical Wheat. So they've always had the Summer Weiss, but now they have the Tropical Wheat. With notes of passion fruit and mango, this American wheat beer features a refreshing light wheat flavor, followed by big hits of tropical fruit and a crisp, slightly dry finish.
I'm looking up hawberries, not Halleberry. Although Halleberry is very pleasant to look at, but still.
We have 2 pieces of news from Mom and Hops. One of them is
Oh, okay, from the Hawthorne plant. All right, I know what they are.
So first is the collab teams are set and tickets are on sale for the Canadian American Beer Festival. Niagara Falls, New York. The Ontario Craft Brewers and the Buffalo Niagara Brewers Association will host the inaugural Canadian American Beer Festival on Saturday, April 7th, 2018 from 3 to 7 p.m. at the Conference and Event Center in Niagara Falls. 17 Ontario brewers and have paired with 17 Niagara Falls, Buffalo area brewers, creating up to 40 unique beers. So these brewers, the U.S. brewers came to Canada to make beers with the Canadian teams, and then the Canadian brewers went to the U.S. to make beers in the U.S. team. So there is at least 34 beers that will be served here. From the home teams, you had 12 Gates Brewing working with Nickelbrook. You had Resurgence Brewing working with Niagara Brewing Company, so that one's going to suck. Not because of Resurgence, but because of Niagara Brewing. Thin Man with Block 3, which isn't from Niagara, but whatever. West Shore Brewing with Niagara College. Big Ditch with Bose. Woodcock with Cowbell. Rusty Nickel with Lock Street. Hamburg with Brimstone. 42 North with Sean and Ed. Ellicott with Flying Monkeys. Flying Bison with Great Lakes. 4 Mile with Grand River, which is going to be another one that's going to suck. New York with Royal City. Community Beer Works with Redline.
Could be good.
5 and 20 with Niagara Oast. Buffalo Beer Company with Railway City. And Southern Tier with Wellington. Now in Canada, the teams that worked on the Canadian side, which is really where it's going to suck. I shouldn't have said it sucks in the U.S. because that was just the team going to the U.S. brewer, where some of these breweries actually have problems at their home brewery. Bose is working with Flying Bison. Block 3 is working with Resurgence. Brimstone worked with Rusty Nickel. Cowbell worked with New York Beer Project. Grand River worked with 12 Gates. Niagara College worked with Buffalo Brewing. Niagara Oasthouse worked with Southern Tier. Royal City worked with 42. Redline worked with Thin Man, which is not me. Sean and Ed worked with the Community Beer Works. Wellington Brewing worked with 4 Mile. Lock Street worked with 5 and 20. Great Lakes worked with Hamburg. Niagara Brewing worked with Big Ditch. That's the one that's going to suck out of them all so far. Nickelbrook worked with Ellicott. Flying Monkeys worked with Woodstock. And Railway City worked with West Shore.
And where's this supposed to be at?
It is at the... One second here. Let me get this. It is the Conference and Event Center of Niagara Falls, U.S.
That almost sounds worth going to.
If I had a...
Hey, it's something I could actually go. Wait, what day is it?
It is Saturday, April 7th.
Wow, I could actually go to it.
What else do we have beer news wise? Do we have anything else worth talking about? It doesn't really look that way. What is this? You missed a call from Ashley Sexton. Why is Ashley Sexton trying to call me?
Because I think he wants in.
Ashley, you want in? Can you send me an invite? Okay, so you... Sorry, I don't hear any of those sounds when I'm online like this. Helga! There's nobody there! Quiet!
He asked me, but I barely have the technology to put up a live picture.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
What else do we have going on beer news wise? Well, let's go see the chat room and see if anyone said anything in the last little bit. I'm almost done compiling video.
Yeah, I was about to say anything states-wise beer news.
Sage said he's gonna make the trip to visit me, and he's gonna bring an entire carload of women.
Wow.
He didn't say that part. I just added it.
It sounded good, didn't it?
I'm off a week in May, but that's for my beer festival, Sage. A week in July, and a week in August, and a week in June. So once I log into my my company stuff, I'll let you know when I'm off. And I have another 2 weeks that I can still book.
Saturday, April 7th.
Yes, Saturday, April 7th. I did send you the link there, Ashley, so hopefully you can figure out. Hey, glitter beers are here to make or ruin your day. Have you guys ever thought about peeing glitter out of your vaginas or penises? Because
not lately.
So there is beers in California that are now made with glitter inside them.
Wow.
Glitter beer.
That reminds me of that liquor that's called Vinique, which is like vodka and wine or something like that. And it has like glitter and stuff like that. all through it. I mean, it tastes all right, but still, it's just kind of weird. It looks like glitter paint in a bottle.
Nah, the closest I'll get to that would be like Goldschlager.
Well, Goldschlager's at least gold, not glitter.
Right?
Right.
Well, I know y'all are all beer reviewers and stuff, so is it terrible for me to say that Stone IPA really isn't a good representation of an IPA?
No, that's fine to say.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not a bad beer, but it's not. Hell, this one here. I don't know if y'all have even seen it, or maybe you've been having it for years. This is Sierra Nevada's hazy little thing IPA. Have y'all even heard of that?
No.
I actually haven't had that one. No.
That is a damn good beer, and I think it kicks. I think it kicks Stone IPA's ass. I'll pour it up here in a second, and I'll show you. It's got particles in that thing. I'll talk about you move the glass and the liquid moves, but the particles don't. And you know.
Well, this one's for you Americans. My next beer is for you Americans.
Okay.
1 second, let me turn my camera on. And Brian, I think you need to bring me some beer. I'm out of beer.
Bush.
No, it's Blue Claws. Sweet Baby Java.
Oh hell.
Java.
Well, if that's made in America, I could probably get it.
Did Ashley just join and almost be able to talk to us?
I don't know. Is he Malt Master?
No, that's Sage. Sage is Sage are very, 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 very low volume.
Okay,
I can just sort of hear you trying to talk, but that's it.
Yeah, just check that Buffalo Canadian Beer Festival thing. $50 a ticket.
Ouch.
But it's in Buffalo. Is it all you can do? You have to buy drink tickets after that? It might not be.
They give you drink tokens there.
So you do have to buy them.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you're still almost unrecognizable, sir.
But honestly, I'm thinking about trying it. I might go.
You can crank them up a little bit on your end there, Chad.
I'm opening up my my control room. 1 second.
Yes, sir. I knew you knew how to do that because you're the man of the hour.
He's turned up as high as I can turn him up. Talk
Yes,
there, Sage. We can just barely hear you. I hear, hey guys, can you hear me? But I don't think anyone listening can hear you.
No, yeah, just barely.
I can't hear anything.
Well, you can't hear anything. You're a hipster.
Yes,
Damn. Right.
listening to things is too mainstream for me.
This newfangled shit, by golly.
There's not enough beer to
Shoegaze Coast Rock.
Yeah. I need to shave sometime soon.
Fuck it, let it grow.
Well, I almost want to let it grow so it doesn't show the hanging skin under my chin because that disturbs me.
I knew that was going to come up somewhere tonight.
Man, it bothers me every time I see myself on camera. I get
That's
disgusted.
really bugging you, isn't it?
At least when I was fat, you couldn't see it hanging. It looked fine.
Yeah.
Last time I trimmed my beard was October the 1st.
I don't think Ashley really wanted in. I sent him the link and he hasn't even read it.
Well,
Freaking children.
maybe you need to replace that skin with muscle. You know, start exercising the chin.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
I'm not gonna make a comment to that. Just not gonna happen.
Well, no, isn't it?
Hey,
I mean,
look, you
don't
can
the
put
football
on my
players
club. One of my
don't the
clubs.
football players that have those things that it's got the pads on either side and they move their neck back and forth and it's got resistance and isn't that something? I mean, don't they have those? What? Chad,
I can just barely hear you, Sage. I can hear you go, can you hear me? But it sounds like this. 1 second. Can you hear me?
Right?
That's louder than he is.
Oh, that's then I was trying to be creepy there.
That was pretty creepy. Thanks.
Can you hear me?
No, I like your ringtone on your telephone.
Oh no, that's my
The notification or whatever.
that's my text message sound. I see
Ah.
you. It really
Right?
makes my manager jump when she's sitting beside me.
That's creepy.
Sitting beside me in pre-shift, and all of a sudden, because I always bring my speaker with me, because if I'm on carts, I just play my music in the service bars.
Mhm.
So she's sitting beside me, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden, because my speaker's on it, you hear it loud too. I see you, and she's like, "What the fuck was that?"
Right? It was like, I see. You know, it's really it's
Sarah,
kind
we
of
do
spooky.
this weekly. You know what it is? It's my fucking pocket talking to you.
Why am I the only person in the chat who has a wrench? Don't leave it just on me.
It has a what?
Has a wrench. I'm the only moderator.
I'm like you're the only moderator.
I am the only moderator in here right now. I mean, I don't see anything bad happening over there. That means I can toss people out. I can put them in timeout and stuff.
He is the wrench man.
I got extra privileges.
I could wrench up Brian, but you know he doesn't have the technology to even show his face, so that could be bad.
Yeah.
I am showing my face. I'm just holding very, very still.
And drinking a lot of beer.
No, he's holding still. It's just not moving. He has his teeth clenched.
Yeah.
No,
So
it's an empty bottle
unfiltered
Stella.
brewing.
It just has a microphone in it. That's his microphone.
That's my microphone.
There's Unfiltered Brewing, which is from Nova Scotia, and they have a new beer called Sour Motherfucker Ale.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's going to really fly in the LCBO.
Wow.
I don't think that'll be coming to the LCBO. I could be wrong here.
The whole unfiltered beer thing, unfiltered brew, whatever you just call them. Yeah, it sounds like either it's going to be a win or lose for that. Either everybody's going to love them because they're getting the sediment in their beer, or
Actually, why are you calling me again? You don't have to call me. Click that link. Click the link. You don't have to call me. Click the link. I just Facebooked you the link. Click it. If you're on your cell phone, it should still work because I've already set it up on the cell phone that you can join via the link. And I hear myself talking over on Sage's channel, but it doesn't matter because it's so quiet it barely is registering.
Yeah, I don't hear it here. I'm not in headphones.
Good day, Tim. I know you didn't say what's up to me. You said what's up to Drunken One there, but I don't care.
Thank you, Mr. Chad. You almost slipped out there.
I would never slip up, sir. Never.
All right, boys. How's that?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah!
You got it. You plugged it in. Except for we're seeing something really weird as the video, but we can hear you. We're seeing that it looks like skin tone colored something.
The laptop camera is busted.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's not good. That's not
It's
good.
like you're in like
That's
a,
why
you
I
have a
have my
shower
hardware.
curtain over you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not bad, right? Are you sitting on your laptop? Yeah.
Well, at least it's working.
Yeah, it's working. We can hear you. That's awesome.
Well, apparently, we have 5 viewers. So 5 viewers, talk to us. Tell us what's going on. What do you want to talk about? What should we talk about? What's going down? Oh, I just got a Facebook message from.
Technically, that's viewers.
I want Chad to tell us about his favorite single malt scotch since he's just a beer drinker. It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know anything about any single malt
Oh,
scotch.
come on. I watched the video.
If I really want to piss people off, because this will piss them off, and I do this just to piss them off. I like Islay Scotch.
Isla,
No,
Chad.
Islay. Lagavulin 16 is my favorite.
Oh, mine too. Good call. That's a great drink, man.
The Sweet Baby Java, it was a great drink.
Malt Master, you have no subscribers, although you seem like you've been around everybody. What happened? You got a new account? Or?
Yeah, I do. I just actually made one. I'm just editing video content, and I'm going to post it probably in like a week or whatever.
Oh, okay. Right. Well, I mean, you sound very comfortable on here, like you've been here before or done this before.
I posted a few videos on Facebook, but I mean, it's Facebook. So definitely we'll have the YouTube channel going probably like in a week, maybe 2. I don't know.
Awesome. Okay. Do you know Malted in Montreal by chance?
I don't.
Oh, okay. With Malt Master, I thought you might, and you came in talking about booze. Malted in Montreal, he's visited us, and he's from the booze community. He's from they do scotches and whiskeys and stuff like that. Okay. And he's kind of made it. He's been stopped on our side, which we're more like beer and home brewing and stuff. Well, actually, these guys are more like reviews, so beer anyway. I'm doing some home brewing too. I'm mainly home brewer. I suck at reviews. Anyway, I didn't mean to quit. Didn't mean to quiz you so much like that, but I was kind of curious.
From 2012 to 2016, I worked for Beam Suntory. So I was their guy that held all the events here in Sarnia-Lambton.
Wow.
I would bring all the ambassadors down, like, Tish Harkis, she's still working. She's the grand ambassador. Matt Jones, he's a mixologist. Dan Tulio, the grandfather, but he retired. And Rebel McGuire, which she no longer works for Hiram Walker or Beam. But yeah, that's what I did. That's what I used to do. So I learned a lot about whiskey. I left beer behind because it wasn't agreeing with me, and I like the single malt Scotch now. That's
sweet.
That's my thing.
I'm not worthy. You're awesome, dude.
Thanks, man.
So we actually have a professional here.
Let's not go there.
Well, you got paid for it.
You know what booze tastes good? And that's what I like, right?
Awesome. Well, hell yeah. Salute. Welcome in.
Thank you, guys.
Maybe I'm late. I don't know. You're cool with me.
Thank you, guys. I used to write a lot of jingles for Chad's channel. Well, a couple of jingles. And then through the Albino Rhino, I discovered Lee's channel.
Oh, okay. So I'm way behind. Yeah, y'all been knowing each other for a while then. Okay. Well, nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm Drunken One. You can call me Sparky or Drunken One or just anything but late for dinner.
Nice. Right on, man. Cool.
Copy.
I'll definitely post those recipes, Chad, so you can make it at home now, man. I used to tease them with Caribbean food a long time ago.
You still do.
I know I do. Sorry, bud.
I don't think you're really sorry. That's the thing.
I know you're right. I'm not.
You just wrote it in.
I'm not. I can't lie to you. But at least now you have the recipe, right? So you can fucking make it at home. It's all good. Hey, listen, Chad, how's the cartoon, man? How's he doing? How's James?
James is doing good. James is
nice.
Good. He's going to Niagara College for some food related courses.
Of course.
He's living in the home of the Wayward Boys, which is one of Boy Chuck's houses. Cool. The house that the man-child used to live in, the house that the cantankerous cook used to live in, that the honey monster still lives in, the house of Wayward Boys.
Nice.
What else is going on? I was Brian. Before I get talking about this, did you add the last 2 new breweries to the poster?
I think so. Does that look up to date to you guys?
I don't know.
That looks like a music festival poster that I want to go to.
Right? No kidding. Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if can y'all see all the particulate in there? That's that IPA one I was talking about.
It looks like orange juice.
It does, doesn't it? Can you see the chunks in that thing?
The Harvest Moon, man.
That's the Sierra Nevada hazy little.
Bullshit. That is Sunny Delight. That's
this one. Hazy little thing, IPA. The hazy little thing IPA.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know how it compares with the Trillium necessarily, but
now I have this. This is my next beer, which is Left Field's Laser Show, and there's particulate sitting in the bottom of this, and this is an amazing.
Oh yeah,
beer.
It's swirl it around when you pour it.
Oh, there's a lot of particulates in that one.
Oh yeah, there is.
The last beer I had was the Mill Street Stock Ale, and I love it.
I'm
a
beer I'm
huge
having
fan.
right now is the Mill Street West Coast IPA. It's old and it doesn't taste like hops at all.
Now, so I'm gonna put this over here. So we were asked by Jason Voorhees to talk about the upcoming beer festival that I like. So May 26, 2018 at 209 Ridge Road North in Ridgeway, Ontario is the Albino Rhino Beer Festival, the 5th annual. You can see it right here on the screen of the one and only, and it's jumping a little bit for some reason, the one and only Brian. There is 26 breweries so far signed up. We guarantee at least 30. I've had 35 plus for the last 3 years. So we will have between 30 and 35 at the very least. I do have about 5 breweries that are not fully signed up yet. Hard tickets should go on sale in the next week or two. I will be ordering them tomorrow. You can order e-tickets already. All proceeds, which are profits, all proceeds go to the Ronald McDonald House of South Central Ontario, which used to be known as the Ronald McDonald House of Hamilton. So far in the last 4 years, we've raised $38,000 for them. I'm hoping to make at least $10,000 for them this year. We will see how that goes. This year has been the hardest year to organize it because I'm doing it all on one income now instead of 2 incomes while trying to keep the house going. So it's been fun trying to get that going. But it is what it is. It's fun. Come out to it. You can hang out with the brewers. You can hang out with me. You can hang out with a lot of people. And most of the breweries will send people that they're not just sending salespeople usually to this. They're sending their brewers. They're sending the owners. They're sending this and that because this is a festival that is loved by a lot of people that go to it. I actually have had a lot of breweries send me, this is our favorite festival to deal with. Even if we don't make the most amount of money, it's our favorite festival, blah, 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 blah. We have breweries that have been there all 5 years. We have breweries that have been there for all 6 festivals I threw because we had the failed Pints for Prostates festival. But
wasn't it also labeled the second best?
It was voted the second best beer festival in Ontario last year.
Wow, that's amazing, dude. Good for you, man.
That's a freaking title. No, that's awesome. That is awesome.
We lost out to the Bose Oktoberfest and we beat the Georgetown Beer Festival by 2 votes. 2 votes.
Wow. All right, so you're second, but how many people were in this?
There was 72 beer festivals in that.
What? And you got second? Dude, that's way impressive.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah. We were second, but there was only 4. No, it was 72. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking awesome.
That is awesome. Oh yeah.
Good on you, Chad. You're doing a good thing, buddy.
Yeah, you're holding your tongue just right. You're holding your tongue just right. I wish it wasn't so far away.
Yeah, that Ronald McDonald House thing, that's a good charity, man. Like you've been involved in that since you were a kid, right?
No, sir.
Or sorry, or at one point were you in the Ronald McDonald House or something? I remember you saying something like that like years ago.
No, I was never. I was part of the CNIB and doing stuff with them. But the Ronald McDonald House, my thing with them was I wanted to give back to a children's charity because children's charities mean more to me than anything else. And in Canada, you can go and look up each different charity, and they'll tell you how much of your donation goes to the charity and how much goes to administration. It tells you what the CEO makes, tells you what the average employee makes, and all that. So I was doing all that. I was looking at the Boys and Girls Club. I was looking at the YMCA. I was looking at everything. I looked at every single children's charity in Canada, and this was the only one that gave 100% of your donation to the charity.
That's awesome.
So is it the most important charity? Probably not, because it's really just there for the families of kids that are sick. But at the same time, I have children. I wouldn't want to have to be worrying about how I'm paying for parking.
Of course, so that makes it a really
yeah. Well, just
like I've been lucky enough not to use it, but I know a lot of people that have used it, and that's the reason why that was my choice. Was
just knowing it's not getting divvied up to a bunch of fat cats somewhere.
Well,
that's cool.
Like again, the Boys and Girls Club was there because I was part of the Boys and Girls Club at one point, and I looked at their numbers, and it was like 20% of your donation goes to them, and the rest of it goes to salaries and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no. And I was looking at the CNIB because I've worked for the CNIB, I've done work for the CNIB and all that, and it was like 30% of your donation goes to them. I'm like, yeah, okay, no to that
That's
too.
still crap. Yeah, that's still crap.
But
Like
when
I'm
I
a thrift shopper, right? Like I buy records from, like, go to like the Goodwill and stuff, and then somebody posted on Facebook exactly what you're saying, like what portions go to whoever. But like I support mom and pop shops, like I'm you know. But I went to Value Village, and that's where I buy records. I was fucking appalled to see that not only did they raise their prices, like if you could buy a Nike jacket in the store for $50, these people are selling it for $55.
What?
Yeah, Value Village is the fucking. They're like the fucking devil, man. It's fucking.
Yeah.
And I just thought, you know what? I'm not giving them my business anymore. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Well, I just found Habitat for Humanity. I do electrical work. I do electrical work, and so I do a lot of like remodeling stuff.
nice.
And so they just had me as general handyman one day, and I was taking down like lighting fixtures, which is electrical, obviously, but towel racks and towel rings and stuff. Well, there was a bunch of stuff that there wasn't anything wrong with, so I took it up there. And they said, well, what do you think it's worth? I said, I don't know. I guess they were trying to write me a receipt. I said, I'm not worried about it. I said, you just go ahead. This is my donation. And then I went inside the store and was looking through there. I did pick up a couple of things, and I didn't have a whole lot of interest in everything there. But yeah, just anything that you can give to a charity, man, that's the way to go. And I wasn't trying to get anything back out of it. I didn't want to see that stuff go to a dumpster somewhere and end up in landfill. So
For sure. I donate a lot of stuff to, like, Habitat like we well, I just renovated my house, and like in last year up until this year, and so we had Habitat for Humanity come in and get bar stools and cupboards and different stuff, right? Which they took. They were grateful.
Sure. Oh yeah.
A few things they left behind because they're like, we'll never be able to sell this. It's basically garbage. But they did take the majority of the stuff, and I do like it. If I can help a family out, hey, why not, right?
Damn straight. Damn straight. Yep.
For real.
Yep, that's what it should be.
I am on video 38 of 38 right now. So once this video is done, I'm going to screen share the last story we have, which was put out by the Ontario government.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's ought to be a good one. Those damn Canadians.
Well, I think I'm gonna when I first start my first home brewing attempt, I think I'm gonna try to make like a ginger beer. So that way, you know, I don't know, it's something different. You know, everybody kind of makes, you know, mead or cider or,
do you like stouts?
Beer. What?
Do you like stouts, like a Guinness or something?
Yeah.
As a fresh home brewer, brew a stout, and you can't go wrong with it. I mean, you really can't. You just almost cannot go wrong with brewing a stout. You made it.
Hey, is this the white supremacist hunter chat?
It surely is. Welcome in.
I see Ashley made it good time. Good day, Greg.
What's going on, fuckers?
Greg, how the hell are you, man?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Having chips.
If I was any better, I'd have to take medication.
Oh, delicious kettle brand.
Oh, I see I see now that the other chat just closed down. Where's Redbeard?
Good day, Nicholas. How are you?
Hey, sir. Not doing too bad, Chad. How are you doing?
Oh, well, you know,
I know.
I've been better.
Yeah.
What are you drinking, sir?
I'm finishing off my last bottle of Kith and Kin from last year.
Oh, how did you enjoy that?
Yeah, the Innocent Gun. Love it.
I almost feel like it's better now. A little bit more flavor. Maybe I'm drinking a little bit more, a little bit warmer.
I wish I'd saved mine then.
I'm drinking whiskey out of an Innocent Gun cup. Sorry, Bob.
Oh, nice.
They shipped
bad way to go.
They shipped the newest Innocent Gun to me.
Wait,
yesterday, so I should get it
safe?
tomorrow.
That's stage, buddy.
It's right on, man. How you doing? I haven't talked to you in like I don't know if I've ever talked to you in person.
Yeah, I know. Probably not. I mean, we banter back and forth on Facebook.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah. But yeah. So listen, this is of interest to you. I just got a guy that's posted a Commodore 64 locally. He wants 800 fucking bucks for it.
Ouch.
With everything, though. Literally.
I'll tell him to go fuck himself.
I don't know. I'm starting to think it might be worth it.
They're not worth that much money.
He's got
What's that?
a ton of games, like literally 2 milk crates full of.
What's $800 for? Well, I imagine some of the games are rare enough, maybe, but $800 though, that's a lot to swallow for an N64.
I just want to play Karateka for the Commodore 64 again.
Oh, it's a Commodore 64.
Oh, Commodore 64.
Okay, that, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's really expensive for a Commodore 64. 800 bucks, really?
I know.
Well, if you gave me $800, I'd probably ship you my Commodore 64. I don't think I got that many games for it. You know?
$800, I'd build you one.
Shameless advertisement.
Get me to a Radio Shack.
I wonder how much my Commodore rotary phone is worth.
$2 billion.
Almost done. We can almost share the last news story.
Oh,
we are
boy.
at 89% compiled. 89% compiled.
How exciting.
Ashley, what's going on?
Hey.
You figured out how to join us, did you?
Almost. I think so.
You're doing good. You don't have any feedback like from the other stream going on or something. You're doing good so far.
Hey. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, boys, I'm going to make a drink. Be right back.
You go make a drink. I'm going to have to go pee soon. I'm going to have to leave somebody in charge. I'm going to flip a coin. I don't. It's only playing with yourself if you shake more than twice.
What do you got? We got an 8-sided coin?
You need a D20.
That's a Dungeons and Dragon thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was a Dungeons and Dragons thing.
I kind of figured.
No,
I wasn't
the
exactly sure.
the worst part about playing Dungeons and Dragons was the D4, because what would happen is you'd forget you'd have your little thing, right? And it would have all the different dice in it, and the D4 was a pyramid. So if you ever accidentally spilt your dice and didn't think about it, and you stepped on that was worse than stepping on a Lego.
Oh, wow.
Like,
Well, what's a point there? If anybody can see that, that's a D4. Just a little pyramid.
you have one.
Four-sided. Yeah, I got a set of D&D dice here from my D&D kit.
What? Why do you have them within your reach, though? You still playing that stuff?
Yeah, I play every once in a while with my friends from my channel, the Sith and Scott, or the Fuzz. Do you ever watch any of my videos?
I didn't mean
Do you play? What version do you play?
3.5. And I'm a total noob at it.
I love 3.5.
Nice.
Because he's brand new. Because he's brand new. Ashley's in charge while I go take my pee.
Oh
God.
That's not a good idea.
That's so good. All right.
So what is everyone drinking right now after we got over that banana beer?
Well, I was drinking
Over the banana beer.
Oh, this one?
The
The one you
Mickey's,
washed the tape. Oh, God. You know what? I actually didn't mind Mickey's the time that I had that.
The hazy little IPA.
Nice.
So glossy. I'm sorry y'all can't see it. Can y'all get that, or have y'all had that?
I haven't
What's that?
had that one.
The Sierra Nevada hazy IPA, hazy little thing IPA.
Looks like Sunny Delight
I've had
when
their
you pour it
IPA,
out.
I've had their celebration one, but I haven't had that one.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Sidecar as well.
I don't know if that's a South thing or whatever. I live in Texas. I don't know if that's a Southern thing or not, or I don't even know where they're out of. To be honest, well, I guess you can read it on the damn can, huh?
I still can't believe how it just looks straight up like Sunny D.
It does too. Oh, it's California, Chico, California, and Mills River, North Carolina.
Are you talking about Sierra Nevada?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what?
Hey,
All 38 of my videos are now compiled.
awesome. What are we watching?
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Here we go. So this is the last news article that I have. So the Ontario government put this out today. Well, not today, earlier this week. Screen share. Bang.
Wow.
Starting a craft brewery in Ontario. They
I
put out a
downloaded that, I'm not
guide.
gonna lie.
They put out a guide to starting a craft brewery here in Ontario.
Say
Because it is a huge, huge boom for the Ontario economy. So they put out their own guide on everything you have to do to start one, all the different shit.
Step
pisses,
one, pay us lots of taxes.
planning, government requirements, brewery setup, packaging and labeling, distribution. Section 1, start planning your... Who cares about planning? We don't care about planning.
Who cares? What
Well,
the shit?
we want the government requirements. That's what we want. So
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
let's keep scrolling. We're still scrolling through planning. We're still scrolling. Holy shit, there's a lot of planning.
I think you just passed some of it. I think you're moving fast.
Oh, becoming a brewmaster. No, this is... I think this is still...
Business. Oh, okay, that's insurance stuff. All right.
Yeah, I think this is still planning your shit.
No, it says government right there. Just,
There you go. Section 2, government requirements for craft.
Ah.
Everything that was in the other previous section that we just skipped.
There was some of there.
Register.
More than 30K a year, you got to register your business.
You can't make more than 11.9% absolute ethyl alcohol by volume.
Okay.
Yeah, that's that bullshit rule that makes it that Double Tempest and other beers are no longer as good as they used to be. Fuck you, Ontario government.
Can still technically make them. They just have to They have to go over the 11.9 after they've been barrel aged. They can't be over 11.9 before they're put in the barrel. It has to be second.
I see. So yeah, while it's still fermenting, it needs to be put in those barrels.
No. You basically have to ferment it when you're done fermenting it and you've killed the yeast off and all that. It can't be over 11.9. Then when you put it in the barrels, it can soak up some of the alcohol out of the barrels.
Oh, okay, I get it now. Yeah, I see.
So you can go over 11.9. It just can't be actually brewed to over 11.9.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a limit to what percentage can be coming out of the barrels?
Stop right there. 12 ounce size from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh yeah, if you're selling at the brewery, you can sell 12 ounces by the glass.
Yeah. From 11 to 9. You can move along. I'm sorry. I started seeing some numbers here, and I was thinking, okay, let's see what they got going here.
What about after 11?
11 to 2. 11 to 2 is for what now? The restaurant patrons.
Yeah, 11 to 2 is if you're doing Tide House.
Okay. What's that mean, Tide House? What's that mean?
A Tide House is you're a restaurant with a brewery attached to it.
Oh, copy.
Okay.
No copyright strikes.
Well, that's nice music.
There's so many of us.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that was fantastic.
Just so you know, I've muted you.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
So, there's no craft breweries in Canada?
Oh, there's lots of craft breweries in Canada. Ontario has over 200 on its own.
Plenty.
Oh. Okay.
Literally, the Albino Rhino's the Albino Rhino's entire enterprise is designed around the fact that it's craft breweries in Ontario that he reviews.
Okay, I got it. Well, I was wondering why I was looking at this.
I'm just fucking with you.
They put this out because there's so many breweries that open up now that they're giving you a guide to opening up your own brewery instead of bothering them with questions.
You make me want to look that crap up. Well, so when are you starting your brewery?
Never. I don't have enough money to start a brewery.
Come on. Craig's got all the money. Craig's got all the money.
Who, me? I've got all the money? I don't
Yeah, baby, you got all the money. That was that porn money. Come on now. Share it with us.
But I spend all my porn money on cocaine, so there's no money to go around.
Well, down the luck. Okay, now we're getting into the dollar bills. What we got going here? What are hectoliters? hectare.
Oh my God, Ashley
Thousands of
Sexton
liters.
is in the chat. Do you, Mr. Ashley Sexton?
It's 10
do you realize
liters.
how many people are upset that you're not a girl?
This happens all the time, man.
How many
Shit,
people
I can't
saw?
remember.
How many people saw your name, got a chub, and were stroking it gently, and they realized you're a guy, and they're like, I got to finish regardless. But you know, it's disappointing.
9 out of 10, easy. If not 9.5 out of 10.
Oh, on the 10th one, son. Chris, I'm terrible names, damn it. It's the only other person with a wrench on the damn chat. Chris, right? It's not Chris.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Chris, I forgot
on
you.
the 10th. On the 10th. Chris, right?
Yep.
That's wrong. That's
Sorry,
Chris.
Chad. What are you drinking, Chad?
What am I drinking?
Yeah.
I'm drinking Laser Show by Left Field.
Great.
Oh, yeah. I think I saw, on the 10th review of that, and you liked it pretty much.
This is a great beer. And actually, it's 62 days old today, and it's still great.
Your beer's always old, man. Warm and old.
The amount of beer I have in the spare room is obscene.
Mind-boggling.
I very rarely drink now. I mean, it's rare.
You're not doing hot sauce reviews or anything? Like hot peppers?
Come over and help you with some reviews.
I have a box downstairs of about 8 hot sauces to review still. I have a Pepper X in the freezer. Pepper X being the new hottest pepper in the world.
What is it called?
Pepper X.
Pepper X?
Pepper X.
Oh yeah.
It is
Pucker
made by Tim Curry from Pepper Butt. Or Pucker Butt, sorry, Pucker Butt. He is the guy that invented the Carolina Reaper.
He perfected the Carolina
Oh boy.
Reaper.
So he sent me a pepper to review, and it scares the shit out of me. So it's still sitting in the freezer.
Is your butthole puckered?
It's even hotter than the dragon breath pepper from.
My butthole was puckered just looking at it.
Shitty.
Shitty, yeah. Bum deal.
Bum.
Cinnamon.
Bum roll, please.
I want to send you this new thing. It's that like a. Let me look at it for a second. It's called Dayside from Green Earth, and it's supposed to have 1.5 million Scoville units in it.
That doesn't sound scary.
It's $9. I'll send it to you. It's from, I don't know if you guys have a Green Earth where you live in your mall.
There was a Green Earth in the Penn Center. I don't know if there still is.
I'm gonna send you this, man.
I think it should still be there. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Does your wife work at the Penn Center?
This is weird, man. I would never try it. Like Scotch bonnets, that's it. That's as far as I go.
Yeah, it's still pretty damn hot right there. Yeah.
I love Scotch bonnets. They're great. Like I make a lot of Caribbean food, African food, Indian food, Mexican food. So that's me, but
You. We have to talk about your after shit. Your afterburners.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
like, way to go, Tom Cruise.
I'm just saying recipes for YouTube, right? Nothing crazy, but
I'm very disappointed in you, Ashley. You didn't bring me any beer. Neither did you, Brian. I'm disappointed in both of you.
What are you talking about? You have like 3 beers you have 3 of my beers at your home.
Well, I have 2 of your beers, just 3 bottles.
He's got a whole damn basement full of
my
You
beers.
overanalyze it, it's all falls apart.
I have actually your other bottle of Shores beers behind me that I'm going to go open up shortly because I'm almost done the laser show, and I only drink things I haven't drank unless I'm at a restaurant or something.
What kind of weird glass is that?
This is the glass from the 2017 German beer advent calendar.
It almost sort of kind of looks like an IPA glass. Sort of,
Almost,
kinda.
yeah, sort of.
Yeah.
Kinda. Almost like a butt plug glass. Almost.
I didn't say that. There we go.
Holy shit, Chris.
Chris, right.
How you doing, Chris?
Some bad names.
I don't want to upset any viewers out there that I'm on this chat right now, but Hello.
Hello. We left the professionalism back at the last show. we're in Chad's house now.
We are. What's happening? What's everyone doing?
Not a whole hell of a lot.
No.
Drinking Kith and Kin now.
Drinking beer, watching porn
for like 10 more minutes, and then I gotta go to bed. I got work in the morning.
I saw one of Chad's videos, and I actually saw what Brian looks like in real life. You have the big ass beard on you and shit.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't think I've ever seen your face at Hooligans.
Sorry?
I don't think I've seen your face at Hooligans.
I haven't been in a long time, actually. I think I've gone like twice in the past year.
You gotta remember, he also wears skinny jeans.
Oh God!
Yikes! Wait a second. By that picture, I just well, just anybody here, no skinny jeans, please. And the picture doesn't sound like your voice by no means. Your voice sounds lighter than your picture. Have you lost a lot of weight?
Me?
Yeah.
Big guy in a tiny suit.
Hey Chris, dude, you need to talk to your people about your elevator. You shot that video today, and I must have heard that thing 8-10 times. That same sound. Whoever just made that sound. Yes, you hear that a bunch.
It was funny. You started complaining about the sound your elevator makes during your vlog, and all of a sudden, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right? Hey, sounds like something off of Transformers or something.
It just happens.
Whoa, the hell was that?
Chad's eating his meat.
Chad with drums.
Fucking Chad's going back to his old band days now. Holy.
Hey, Clydesack is here.
His Celtic band days.
Hey,
Right back to his days when he was in the Moody Blues.
You don't have a boat on doesn't mean anything, okay?
Listen, wasn't that
Chad? Sing us a song again, will you?
Yeah, Chad.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants.
No, we don't. No,
Chad was the Belderon player in the Dropkick Murphys.
There was
Chad's got a video on Bill Street Stock Ale that has his band playing in the background. Wasn't that you? That was your band, wasn't it? Your Stock Ale thing.
I'll have to.
That was your review.
Most likely.
Yeah, it was like a tape or something. I used to think it sounded like the Reverend, but it wasn't. It was you.
What was I going to say? There was a Bodron player in the Rumjacks. The Rumjacks had a Bodron player.
Is that what that thing's called? A Bodron?
Yes, it's a Bodron.
Okay.
Chad, when you come to Sarnia, I'll have you in my band playing that fucking thing.
It's like 2 inches shorter than. It's 2 inches smaller than.
No. Chad is lead vocals or he's nothing. There's don't put him in the corner with it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Just my voice can work for metal and for punk with a band behind me, and that's it. That's it. The band has to be behind me, and it has to be those two styles of music.
So no swing?
No swing, no smooth jazz, no nothing but metal and punk.
I think Nick would work, or I think Chad would work for pop music.
Don't drag me into this.
It'll be
I'm sorry, I sometimes can't tell the difference between Nick and Chad.
There it is, that number 5.
What are you trying to say, Greg?
I haven't had number 5
say
yet.
that you're an albino.
Online.
It's fucking impossible to get right now.
It's only impossible to get because you've bought it all, Chris.
Well, no, that is true, but Chad, right now available at the LCBOs is Life in the Clouds, which is another creative arts.
I don't have to get that at the LCBO because I ordered it online.
And there you go.
Right on.
Hey, there's a dog there.
There is a dog here.
I was gonna say, is Life in the Clouds? Is that like their regularly available version of IPA number 5?
No, it's a new hazy New England style IPA at 6-point-something%. It's not a double IPA, so it's probably going to be a juice bomb too. And I'm going to try it. And I'm going to do it on my own opinion. So
I'm just putting this out there.
Shameless plug.
Anyone with a female boxer. If you give me the pick of the litter, I'm going to whore out Boris.
That sounds dirty, buddy. Anyone
Chad,
with a female boxer.
Chad, get your damn dogs fixed. Don't be fucking breeding them.
Oh, this one
he's
here.
gonna have babies soon enough. Don't worry with the fucking mix between the. He's gonna have a mutt sitting
You're
there.
gonna have like a breeding kennel in your backyard, right?
This one here is this one here is getting fixed, but Boris isn't because boxers are so sought after that I can't fix him in his giant balls. He's gonna be a
God.
Giant balls. You make him sound like he's a dog on Van Wilder.
Fucking hangout go wrong.
Chad, I know somebody who bred boxers. By the time you spend the money to rear them and all that shit, it ends up costing you more than it's worth.
My dad breeds boxers, and it's $250 a dog. So no, that's just the cost of the dogs. So if you sell them for the average price of a boxer right now is between $1,000 and $1,800. Those people, if anyone that sells a dog for that is saying that they're not making money, they're fucking lying to you. Because you could sell them for $500 and still make money.
Well, it depends how long you keep them for, what kind of food you're feeding them, all that shit.
Should we put a sign in front of your house?
If you're selling them for $500, you're not keeping them long. It's if you're selling them for $1,800, you're keeping them for a long time.
Yeah, you're.
How many?
What is
Rhino puppy mill in front of your house, right?
Yeah, like you're doing, but you're getting their shots and everything too. Like you're
$250 is docking their tail, getting them their first shots, and getting them their vet check, and feeding them until they're 8 weeks old.
Because everybody wants a chance at Chad's boxers. Nobody had to write that for me tonight.
That's nice. No, you did well with that. That was awesome.
I still thought Peter wrote that for you, but
and we're not talking about dogs either.
Right? Well, yeah,
raw dog.
What was it like? 8? Well, you get 8 dog. 8. How many pups do they usually have?
Chad, do not get the Great Dane. Do not take it. It's going to cost you way too much money.
Anywhere from 5 to 10 drunken ones.
Yeah. So like a normal litter, puppy litter. Yeah. More like 8 average. Yeah. 8 tits, 8 dogs usually.
Wow.
That's the spirit. 8 tits, 8 dogs.
Chad, if you take the Great Dane, you might as well just build a new fence around your place. So don't even bother. It's going to cost you way too much money.
They jump like deer.
Barrier if he's going to get a Great Dane.
Yeah, just say no, Chad. Just say no.
Drunken one. By your logic, that means every human female has to have twins.
Yeah, exactly. 2 tits, 2 kids. Unless you're taking those fertility drugs, then you might come out with 5 or 6 or whatever. And that's no good for anybody.
I was telling the story earlier before you guys joined that there was a female boxer for sale. He was 12 weeks old, and I shits and giggles, I saw it. And then I'm like, okay, let's see where it is, because it's the first 3 letters of the postal code was the same as mine. So I click on the map to see where it is. It's fucking literally across the fucking street. So I sent them a message. I'm like, where do you guys live? Because the map is showing you like directly across the street from me. And they live directly behind a specific Asian food store.
Oh, I know where that is.
I'm like, oh my fucking God, I could see your house from here. I walk my dogs for an hour to an hour and a half a day. How the fuck have I not passed you with your 2 dogs yet? Because they own both the father and the mother.
Wow.
It was weird. It was very weird.
Nick, I love your background, buddy. Like, you have like the coolest whatever's going on back there. Coolest chaos.
That's Nick's sex dungeon.
It's sort of like my man cave. I got my record collection over here.
I have my record collection behind me. You can't see me.
With the video game consoles over there. Couch. It's a little bit of a mess right now because I'm selling off some shit. Like I just sold my one of my cameras this week, so I'm happy about that. But
I've seen that on Facebook, and you were looking at another one. I think I seen that on your Facebook. I commented on it.
I sold off. I had my last DSLR. I sold it, and I'm going full mirrorless. And they just released this groundbreaking new mirrorless camera that I'm excited about. So I'm saving up for that. I'm hoping maybe I can afford to buy it.
Grand.
Yeah.
How much is it?
I'm hoping that I can afford to buy it before my trip this spring.
How much is that awesome camera?
The new awesome camera is going to be $3,000. That's taxes in.
Yeah, I'm a musician, so my guitars are that much, right? Like a Taylor, my Martins, they're all.
It's an investment. It's an investment. It is what it is. It's a fine device, you know, and you're going to spend big money for a fine device.
Well, yeah, but like when I bought this camera new here, I'm talking body, not counting this lens, which is another story. This body cost me $2,000.
That's great.
But and then this is the replacement for this, and this is 3 years old. And I've gotten a lot of use out of this because I'm into 2 camera clubs and I sell prints of my shots, and I like doing this as a hobby. So it's something I'm really into.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
You're a good photographer, man. So
Nick, I'm sure your hot body's worth a lot
keep it
more
on, brother.
Sell your body on the corner, Henry.
Just sell fucking shots of you in your underwear.
Oh God!
Anyway, boys,
underwear or less.
With selling my old camera, I got like $1,200 for that and a lens. And all
right, see you, Brian.
Awesome.
Yeah, but I know what you mean, Nick, because for me, I'm a musician. So when I buy a $3,000 guitar, my craft pays for itself in the end, right? Like I literally pay, $3,800 for a tailor. I go out and play for 100 people or 2 people or no people or maybe even 10,000 people. And at the end of the year, it pays for whatever I've, purchased. So hobbyists, whatever, that's the way it is. Like I totally get it. Like it's an investment, but it does pay off in the long run. Like
what's your rig?
My rig?
Yeah.
Right now I'm doing an acoustic show, so I'm actually using my AG Stomp. That's it, just my one acoustic guitar pedal through a Soundcraft Gig Rack 12-channel board through 2 YX15s just for an acoustic show.
Oh, wow.
It's great. It's simple. It's easy to carry in, carry out. My sounds are all dialed in. I fucking love it. When I go back to my 7-piece band in the summertime, then shit's going to change, right? Back to heavy tube amps, man. JC 800s.
Wow.
I really don't know any of that stuff, but I gotta say, I mean, if it's the craft that you're into, it pays for itself in the long run. Either that, or if it's something you're into and maybe it doesn't pay for itself, but it's something you really enjoy, it's a hobby, and it's worth it to you. That's
that gear will last. That gear will last a long time, just like your cameras. Exactly. That gear will last a long time. Audio gear is awesome. Yeah, I've got an old 12-track PV from way back when.
Oh, nice.
I still use it. Yeah, got a couple of towers and just a little reference amplifier to make it all happen. And
cool.
Yeah, it makes some racket. It's enough. It's enough.
Yeah, I got a Ibanez Geo sound gear, and the cheaper model, but I'm gonna try to save up for Dan Electro Longhorn just because I really
Dan Electro Longhorn, eh? Nice, right on. That's cool, man.
No, but the amp that I'm running through is my guitar player's amp. He's got like a Music Man from like the 70s, so we're gonna be gigging with that.
Cool.
Otherwise, I have like a Pyramid GA610, which I have to fix.
You're a bass player?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But if I was a guitar player, I would totally get the Gibson reverse flying V because it's ugly. I would never get that guitar. But if anybody wants to look up that guitar and see how hideous that thing is, it's hideous.
Well, see, I'm a rhythm player in my band, right? So and the lead singer. So I focus more on audio gear for my microphone and stuff, more so than my guitar.
I need a YouTube link.
It serves a purpose on its own, but the guys in my band are fucking serious guys. They use like shit. Their MXR pedals, like my lead guitar player pedals, are like $2,000 just on a floorboard. He's fucking tap dancing when he's happy. For me, I'm just like, that's just way too much work. You know what I mean?
I just have a Fender fuzz pedal. That's really about it.
Yeah. He uses an OCD, the old school Crybaby.
Yeah,
an
right.
XR overdrive, and then a looper when we do our acoustic stuff. But it's foreign language to everybody else that doesn't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, I don't play instruments. I do more of the production. I used to anyway. I do a little production. It was a silly little karaoke show, and I mix
cool.
some stuff together. But yeah, I've still got the old gear.
Drunken one produces porn.
I try. My wife.
That's where the money is. That's where the money is. Porn.
That's where the big money is.
There you go.
Nothing but,
Just that, buddy.
nothing but music for porn.
There's no one that wants to watch porn when it's the guy.
Yeah.
They want to watch the albino girl get fucked, not the albino guy fuck somebody else.
Albino girl, the white girl with nice titties.
The albino guy is just the instrument to fuck the albino girl, or the albino-ish girl, or the girl who's not albino but getting fucked by the albino guy.
Only you, Greg, would be interested.
Albino on
Everybody else is interested in the albino girl.
That's true.
Albino on albino
that's
action.
true. I want to study the albino in action. It's my thing. I also
There's
want
got to be some of that.
You just want albino action.
I also want.
By the way, since you are the albino rhino, would that be on National Geographic?
Oh,
man.
Nice.
Albinos in action.
Don't chat.
Like,
Look at them go.
You the Bloodhound gang.
That's fucking hands full.
Was that like Gorillas in the Mist?
Gorillas in the mist. Fuck you. Gorillas. I'll show you a fucking gorilla in the mist.
Steel backs in the forest.
You will.
Let me get my hands around your little throat.
Hey, Chad, I have 2 IPA number 5s in my fridge. I can give you one tomorrow.
I would love that, sir.
Oh,
Man, I feel like I'm the only guy that doesn't drink beer anymore. What the fuck, man? I'm having whiskey.
You are the only guy that doesn't drink beer anymore.
I know.
I'm rolling back to get the other Ashley's Schwarz beer. 1 second. Can I reach it? Can I reach it? Oh my god! 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 Oh, I got it.
Okay. Well, Chad is.
Your chair.
Well, Chad is doing the whole fat guy thing, even though he's not fat anymore. What kind of whiskey are you drinking, Mr. Malted?
I had the black bottle earlier, which I didn't want to do single malt Scotch. So I had the black bottle, Gordon Graham's, and then I decided to have Teacher's Highland Cream to get fucking hammered on, which is not a bad idea.
Nice.
Okay, so you're just doing the blended scotches then.
Just tonight. Normally, Lafroig, Porter Cask, Lagavulin 16, or Ardbeg 10. I'm an all-in Isla lover.
Well, let me share something with you because you might like
all
this.
Good choices.
This is what I've been enjoying lately is the Lechag 10-year.
You bastard, give me that.
Pass to the camera.
Give it to me.
This is what I'm drinking.
Well, this stuff's really nice.
Oh, I want that so
I'm
bad.
drinking this next, which actually isn't.
Ooh, a bone shaker.
No, it's not Amsterdam Bone Shaker. It's Ashley Sexton's from Sexton Brewing Company.
Sex shaker.
Hey,
Sex shaker.
Actually, I don't have a bottle opener over here. Let's just do this.
Your old bone shaker bottle.
Chad, I lost the BB Barfly, dude. I don't know where it is.
What do you mean you lost the BB Barfly?
I think I left it at some angry ex-girlfriend's house. I don't know.
I sent you a stage-colored BB Barfly because your name was Sue.
I know.
And you I don't even have any more.
Do you realize Chad's gonna come up to where you are and sodomize you now?
I feel really bad. I miss the fucking
You'll feel
thing.
even worse when he
get gored.
sodomizes you.
Yeah, right. You'll be sore for days.
So while I'm sipping on this IPA number 5, since you guys are talking about whiskeys, I'm going to try this little sampler of the Highland Park 12-year.
Oh, it's so good, dude. You're gonna love it.
The Viking Honor. The Viking Honor.
The only thing I
love that, dude. It is so good.
Ashley, your beer is well carbonated when you bang it off a table. That's good.
That's what you can say about most women too.
Yeah, I was about to say. Most girlfriends like that. You beat me to it.
Sex joke.
So we were talking earlier before you guys joined about dogs that were offered to me, and over the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been offered 5 different dogs, and it's been funny. One of the guys from the salon at the place me and Chris work at came up to me and he goes, "Hey, Chad, I know you have a lot of experience with mastiffs. Do you want a boar boil?" I'm like, "Fucking right, I want a boar boil, but they're $4,000 dogs. Why are you getting rid of them?" It came out that it had attacked them. And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't want a 230-pound dog that's attacked a human in the past. I don't want that. It's not what I want." He goes, "Well, I figured you would be able to control it." I go, "Sure, I could control it, but I'm going to have 3 kids in the house at some point. I don't need 3 kids in the house with a dog that's tasted human blood in the past. And then I had somebody come up to me and go, "Hey, Chad, do you want a Doberman?" I'm like, "Hey, I grew up with Dobermans. I'd love a Doberman."
Dobermans are great.
Why are you getting rid of your Doberman? Oh, well, he attacked the mailman. Yeah, you can keep your fucking Doberman. You know, like, I don't want a dog that's attacked somebody. I'm going to have kids staying in the house at some point.
And you have 2 other dogs, too, that they're going to...
Chad, do you have, like, a sign on your chest that just says, "Hey, give me your dangerous animals"?
Apparently, I have a sign on my chest that says, "Give me your dangerous animals."
Like, hey, I got kids in the house, and I'm gonna have pigs in the house.
A friend of mine had Great Danes, and he was selling his Great Danes for $800. And this is actually a friend of mine. My friend was like, "I have 1 Great Dane left. It's a black female. Do you want
Don't do it, Chad. They're expensive as fuck.
They're not really expensive as fuck unless you want to fix them. Then it's expensive as fuck.
Great Danes have so many fucking health problems, dude. And then they die at age 8. So.
I've had the Great Danes in my past. I know when they die.
I don't have any dogs.
Chad, you want my cat?
No, I don't like cats.
He doesn't want any pussy.
I did. I was talking to my kids earlier today. I was actually playing. I was live streaming Armored Warriors, which I ended up beating. I was live streaming Armored Warriors when I got a call from them today, and my Scottish Terrier was there with them. My Scottish Terrier doesn't live with them. They were visiting my Scottish Terrier. And I called her name, and her ears went straight up, and she was just looking at the camera. She's like, "Who? Who?" And she was doing the turn as I was talking to her.
Wait, the Scottish Terrier doesn't live with your wife and, your ex-wife and your kids?
I can't talk about my ex-wife or my kids, but the answer is no to that question.
Okay, so I guess my question would be, why doesn't it live with you then? Why is it somewhere fucking else?
So this Highland Park 12 is fantastic.
Assuming you want it.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Scotch whiskey drinker, but just putting this into my nose, it burns the shit out of my nose. But taking a little bit of a sip of it, you know what? It's pretty smooth.
No, Highland Park 12 is good. I'm a big fan of Lefroy's. Guess what? You know what? At my local duty-free shop, when I leave from Michigan visiting family, bottle of our Big 10. I think it's $53 US. Nice. That's fucking amazing.
Our Big 10 is nice, but I've never had
for a liter bottle too. That's amazing.
Yeah, I've never had Highland Park 12. It's a Highland whiskey, isn't it? Obviously, from the name, isn't it?
What, Ardbeg?
No. Highland Park 12.
Highland Park is Scotland. By the same guys as the famous Grouse.
Yeah, but I mean, what region of Scotland is it from? Is it a Speyside or a Highland area? I think it's a Highland, isn't it?
I thought it was Highland
because it's called Highland Park.
I'm wondering, is it more like fruity, or is it like a peat bomb?
It's not.
It's sort of Nick. It's sort of more like a lesser peaty Talisker, is the way I describe it.
Okay.
It's a little peaty, but it's not as peaty as Talisker.
I will read the back of the box.
What are you guys talking about? Like where Highland Park is from?
It's Orkney.
It is Orkney. That's the northernmost part of Scotland, right?
Yep. Now belonging to the Viking Kingdom. To a vast Viking kingdom here in Highland Park. We honor the proud spirit of our Viking ancestors.
That's a really good dram.
Meanwhile, Pennsylvania, they're trying to push the great forward import of Canadian gold. Which gold is horrid.
I've had my cell phone plugged in for the entire time we've been online. Let's see the battery's at. It's been USB charging. Because if the battery's good enough, we're going for a walk up to 7-Eleven for some food.
Oh, you get some taquitos?
Street meat.
Yeah. We're gonna get some roller dogs.
But you know what? St. Catherine's always has like 2 for $2.22. Oh yeah.
There you go.
Roller dogs.
Why don't you eat some taquitos on camera and then Nick will get diarrhea?
Wow.
Here, I'll take a look and see what Highland Park 12 is. What Michael Jackson said about it.
All right.
Oh, good old Michael Jackson.
He got his whiskey. Can you believe I found that at Value Village?
Yeah, we were just talking about Value Village, actually.
Shamonica.
And I said, you know it. And I said, you know it.
There's a bit from the Isle of Mull where Tobermory is from.
Like Michael Jackson actually drank whiskey. Come on.
Right.
Wine coolers.
Yeah.
Wine coolers.
Pre-moonwalk days.
Some Zima.
Minus all the burn that I'm getting when I smell this, it fucking smells fantastic too.
Right? See, I know. That's a great whiskey, man.
I might actually fucking have to go out and buy a
Hey, Ashley, look what I'm thinking, Ashley.
There's a whiskey I'd love to try, Auchentoshan.
Auchentoshan? Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know what this is, Ashley?
What's that? A bone shaker.
It says it's Amsterdam Bone Shaker, but is it really? Is it really
No,
Amsterdam
it's not.
Bone Shaker? Is it really?
It's homebrew.
I'm too lazy to peer the labels. That's why.
It's Mike Duggan's Sriracha beer.
Oh,
Sriracha.
Sriracha lager. Oh,
I'm talking about Sriracha lagers and your Schwarzer.
Do they all taste like dishwater?
I will be able to tell you that come next week because I did just order from the LCBO the Cool Beer Company's Sriracha lager.
Oh God!
Oh,
So it is the Michael Duggan.
Does Michael
That's all.
Duggan do better than the Hemp Beer Company? That's the question.
wasn't that the Man-Child's like worst fucking hated beer ever?
No,
Monster.
that
Like-
was the Honey Monster. The
A honey monster, right.
The Honey Monster said it tasted like dishwater and it was fucking disgusting and blah, 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 blah. Then we took a bottle of Southern Tier Pale Ale. We completely drain poured the Southern Tier Pale Ale and poured the Sriracha Ace Lager into
You guys
the
are-
Pale Ale bottle. And when it came back inside from outside, we gave it to him and he drinks and he goes, "Oh, this is pretty good." We're like, "From now on, you're known as the Honey Hypocrite." He goes, "Why?" We go, "Because that's your worst hated beer ever."
Oh,
A that he made that he said it was terrible because he just saw Michael Duggan
oh,
on it.
Michael Duggan is a dickhead. I will admit that. His brother is a much nicer guy, much like Rob Ford and his brother Doug Ford. One of them is actually a nicer guy than the other. But oh no, Greg is back.
He's a killer.
You did say that his yeah.
Oh, you're noisy.
You did give
I'm
a
sorry,
good
have-
review on
have I offended you?
that IPA that Duggan brewed, right? Like one of his like
The number 9, yeah,
Duggan
Yeah.
number 9.
9.
It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't like the Sriracha Ace.
So here's what Michael Jackson said about Highland Park 12. It's nose of spice honey, sweet orange peel, light peat, and walnut. So yeah, probably a slightly.
Did you say nose?
Yeah. Palate, slightly dry. Tablet, heather, honey, dried herbs, and light malt.
I'm surprised you can still smell.
Different Michael
No,
Jackson.
it's not the same Michael Jackson. No.
Yeah, I
No,
think
it's
you're
it's
confusing
not.
the two. There's Michael
No.
Jackson, the singer, and Michael Jackson, the whiskey reviewer. They're two different people.
Well, Michael Jackson is a famous whiskey and beer journalist from the 90s and 2000s.
Yes, sir.
He's dead
Yes,
now.
sir.
Oh yeah, he died in
Actually,
like 2006.
Actually, they're both dead now, to be honest.
Right. Well, yeah. To be honest, yeah. If Michael Jackson, the entertainer, would have tried to smell that, it wouldn't have worked. You know, I'm with you on that one. You know, it wouldn't have worked.
Unless it was in
Nose
the
was something
80s.
mangled by the end.
I follow a lot of like Ralphie stuff. He's great.
Oh yeah,
Ralph.
yeah,
Mitchell?
he's got some good videos.
Hey, guys.
Ralphie, yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a great whiskey channel. I've
Hey,
watched. some
hey,
whiskey
you're
stuff.
pushing me.
The only thing I don't like about his is that they're completely uncut videos, and some of them go on for like 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
He's
all
good.
pretty
He's
long.
good at what he does. He's interesting to watch too.
Hey, babies.
And he's
I like
really,
that he
it
kinda-
really comes. What?
I like that he kind of has his line in the sand where he won't review whiskeys that don't have an age statement. Which, to be fair, there are some really good whiskeys that don't have age statements. But I kind of like the idea that it's like, hey, you know what? This is my line in the sand.
his
This is what I'm
standards.
doing.
Yeah,
I like,
I'm kind of upset over like the thought about whiskeys not like going against like age statement, like Bowmore. Fuck Bowmore. No, not Bowmore. Sorry, what was it Macallan? Macallan Gold, they cut all their stuff coming out now doesn't have an age statement. It's like fuck Macallan.
You know what I think the worst single malt Scotch out there is McClellan's. They make shit. They're the worst fucking company out there. I don't know where they're borrowing their malts, but I'll tell you, the best blended malt I've ever had is Chevek Nanilan. The best.
I've actually been thinking about picking up Chevek.
Oh man, do it.
Is it? Is it good? Is it? Because it's only like $35 here, I think.
Really? It's
all right then. All right then.
You stumped him on that one. You stumped him.
Whoa. Starscream, no X-rated review unless you're talking about my dogs fucking each other, and that's a review for another website.
Why are we reviewing your dogs fucking each other? That's a weird thing.
The funny thing was, we were looking last night. We left work last night, and it was me, a guy known as Vito, and a guy known as Mickey. And we were leaving last night, and as we were leaving, Mickey was telling Vito that bestiality is legal in Canada. We're like, no, it isn't.
I don't think so.
We were arguing back and forth on whether or not it was legal in Canada, so we looked it up on Google, and we played rock, paper, scissors to see which one of us had to look it up on our phone on Google because we didn't want it attached to any of us. And
were one of you planning to fuck a dog? Like, is this why the conversation occurred?
We learned two things. One, that bestiality is legal in Romania, and Lysak, you'll like that for a certain reason. And,
good.
And two, we learned that bestiality is not illegal in Canada except for penetration of the animal. If you don't penetrate the animal, it's legal.
Oh, jeez.
So it's okay to rub peanut butter on your balls.
It's okay for them to ride you, not okay for you to ride them. However, for a certain person that works with us, everything you can say to that certain person we work with, it is very legal in Romania. That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
Is it Allie?
Wow.
No.
I'm right about that.
I'm pretty sure it's Allie who likes to fuck dogs. That's why I heard on Chad's channel. Spread the news, everyone.
Well, anyway, with that note, I'm going to bed.
You know,
sweet dreams, buddy.
I heard about bestiality. Get your seriously jacket now.
Squeal like a pig, boy.
Squeal like a pig.
Sweet dreams.
It's funny. We went from a whiskey that's spelled teabag.
Yeah, teabag.
Teabag to talking about bestiality.
But
Nick, I'll be honest, you would make an excellent hillbilly rapist.
That whiskey.
I'm going to take another peek. In the comments, Starscream is in charge, and in the chat, Greg.
Yeah, me.
Nick, you're in charge while I'm going peeing. Starscream, you're in charge in the chat.
Don't trust me?
No, I don't trust you.
Put the camera down, man.
I am going to go fucking ruin everything now. No, I'm not.
Come on, Nick, burn this shit down.
Burn this thing down.
Burn this motherfucker down.
Nick, I love that whiskey because it's non-chill filtered. But also rivals like tons of single malt scotches I've ever had. That Chevek Nanilan, man, is gold. They're sitting on a fucking gold mine.
See, I'm actually kind of curious about trying some of the other blends, just because. From what I've heard, there's some good quality blends out there, but I don't know which ones they are.
I drank
Chevek has always been that one because, of course, the funny name, right?
Yeah. Nick, I drank half a bottle of Chevek literally in 3 hours.
Holy shit.
That good. Jesus.
I couldn't do that.
That possibly might mean you're an alcoholic. I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm not. I like trying to dram a whiskey here and there, but I don't think I could drink half a bottle in the sitting.
Well, it was only a 26er because not even a 26er.
Only he says.
Oh wait, 700 ml.
Yeah,
I had like 12 ounces of that in 5 hours, but it was that good. It was that good.
I mean, I suppose it's like ghee with the.
It made it seem a little better when you said 12 ounces within 5 hours. That's not terrible,
bad, right?
I don't think so. I mean, it's 12 beers in 5 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not beer, obviously, but it's liquor. But I mean, the equivalent is pretty close. It's pretty close.
I'll show you. That's my bottle of the
sure.
I've gotten through that much in about 8 months of owning this bottle.
Oh my god, I can crush a bottle of Teacher's Highland Cream in a night. What?
Holy fuck.
That's 26 ounces.
Sure, that's something to be proud of, Sage.
Oh, come on, dude. I'm a musician. I do anything.
Right?
Come on. And then I'll smoke a joint afterwards and get right fucked up. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. You haven't made me break out the good stuff, huh? I got some of that. What do they call it? Seagram 7.
I'll drink half a bottle of this, and then I'm up for some shots.
Yellow teas.
I kid, but I can literally.
Aren't you glad, Chad, that I didn't burn it down?
I could drink a bottle of Teacher's Highland Cream in a night. I'm just saying.
Holy fuck.
It's a bottle of whiskey. Like
I think I'll do it next time I have an opportunity to do so.
Nick, let's add a cup to these two girls.
Every single night, for a smoke, boys.
Not just one cup.
Every single night I'm at work, I see Andy Corp, which is GSHL TV, go online with a virtual bar, and he just chats with his viewers and everything like that. Every single night he does it. Tonight I'm off. I'm now drunk to the point where I would talk to him about anything he wants, and he's not online. It's funny, but one of his viewers, Starscream, was here. It's strange to me that
he's a transformer.
She's a transformer.
That's in disguise.
Oh my, she must orgasm scream then.
Greg, we can't see you at all, bro. We just see the very top of your head. I can't see you over the box of panels.
You don't want to see him
because I'm sunken in my head.
That's the same way he always rolls. It's
actually great. We haven't fully talked in a while. How's your new dog doing? How's your puppy doing? Well, your rescue.
Oh, she's doing okay. She's chilling. Hold on, I'm gonna put her on camera. That's just my face. You don't want to see my face on camera.
God no.
There she is. Can I put some more light on? There she is. She's sleeping. She wants to go. She wants to go into my wife's room. But my wife is like, "Fuck you. The door's closed. I don't want you waking me up." So
that's a lot of dog right there. You go.
Oh yeah, she's a big animal. 85, 90 pounds of dog.
Yeah, that's a lot of dog right there.
Well, I have my Helga's 80 pounds on her own, and Boris is 70.
Well, Helga's 80 pounds, but only what, a year old?
Yeah, no, right? Exactly.
Helga's 7.5 months old.
Wow.
Boris is 8.5 months old, and he is 70 pounds. He's the smaller of the two, but he's taller. And look, I don't know if you guys can see them, but they're sleeping together over there.
Oh, they're chilling.
That's sweet.
Well, you know what? My rescue, she gets along well with my bulldog, who is good because he is fairly aggressive towards other dogs, but I've gotten them to be close together. The big problem with this dog is that she is fucking afraid of everything. Like, she's friendly with other dogs, but she does not like people. She especially does not like kids. She doesn't like cars. She doesn't like bicycles. She doesn't like planes. She doesn't like.
She like cats. You want a cat? You want my cat?
Cat, she's fairly good with. Cat, she's fairly
please
good
take my
with,
cat.
but you don't like your cat. Of course, she'd be lonely.
It sounds like dog food to me. You say cat, I think dog food.
Chad, you want my cat?
I don't want your cat. No.
No, I mean she's fairly good with cats, but no, she's just fucking afraid of everything. Like I need to try and figure out how to get her to desensitize herself to things.
If I was to take a cat, it would be a Savannah. That's the only way I'm taking a cat.
Well, you don't want a Persian?
What does Savannah look like?
A Savannah is basically a Shivet breeded with a domestic, so it's a very large cat.
I can feed my cat a lot of food.
No, this is a cat that stands on its hind legs.
My cat's like a trash compactor.
Damn. He could feed his dog your cat.
Hey, my boss was trying to give me her Bengal, and those are very expensive cats, and I didn't want it because I knew that cat pissed all over the place.
There you go.
Oh.
You know, expensive cats are only so great. Listen, I have two Persians, One of them is a rescue. The other one is actually a very expensive bred cat that's worth about $4,000. I didn't pay that for her, but I got her. They're both pains in the fucking asses because every 3 months I have to get them shaved, and they're both fucking psychotic, and they can't be shaved just regularly. They have to both be put under to be shaved. I'm literally spending $500 every 2 or 3 months to get the two of these little shits shaved.
F that.
So, you know what? Before you go into exotic cats, just consider maybe just getting a regular cat. Sometimes they're better.
Oh yeah, like Savannahs are like 10 grand a cat.
What? For a cat?
Yep.
What makes them so special?
That they're bred between a wild like cougar like cat and a regular domestic.
That's insane. Nah. I don't have any animals. But if I had a cat, it would be like an outside cat that would take care of mice in the barn, or just be an outside cat. It wouldn't be in the house. Cats on the counter, or the worst scenario ever. I would.
The thing is with anything. This is just one example. Is people are willing to pay for stuff that's exotic, stuff that's out there. I used to be into snakes a long time ago. I used to have pythons. I don't anymore. But at that time, you could get certain breeds of pythons.
Does Agnes like snakes?
Well, she likes my trouser snake, but that's about it.
Okay, that's why you're going snakes.
Yeah, that's where you're going with that, right? No. This is way before I met Agnes. I used to have large pythons. In fact, I had a python that was about 18 feet long, and she was about that thick.
God damn, you call me tripod.
But
yeah, right.
But you know what? There were certain breeds of pythons, like you get a regular breed for like $100 or whatever. No, not a lot of money. Then you get an exotic breed like an albino or one with like yellow in it or like some specific patterns. And they were going for like 20, 30 grand. Like it was insane how much they were. And of course it goes down. Like the more of them there are, eventually they go down. Now you can probably buy one for a couple $100. But people are just willing to pay for stuff that's exotic, stuff that your neighbor is not going to have.
So say we had to raffle off Chad. Is he in the room? This isn't no funny. Okay. So say we had to raffle off Chad. What do you think we get for him? We got this great big guy, and he's albino.
And he's a rhino,
gentlemen.
He's got a bad attitude. So is that more worthy or less worthy? How's it go?
I'd say you can maybe get a loaf of bread for Chad.
A loaf of bread. All right. Done deal.
It depends what tribe you sell them to.
You know what? A fresh loaf of bread can be pretty delicious. So let's
a fresh loaf of bread, a pack of weenies, right? A pack of hot dogs.
Nick, quick question, buddy. When did you get that book, man?
My what?
When did you get that Michael Jackson's book?
Oh,
like what?
I got it last year. I found it at a Value Village for $6, but what year is it from?
Inside the cover. Inside the cover.
Yeah.
Cover page.
Wise guy. Yeah, wise guy.
It's dated 2005.
Yeah.
There you go. First American edition.
I think most whiskey distilleries have changed. Well,
probably,
my personal opinion, have changed the recipe. Like,
think about it. Like, when did Michael Jackson die? You know?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the singer with the sequin glove. I'm talking about
Highland cream, and there's a lot more saccharin, like sweetness in it, that it didn't have in 2012 or 13. So the Teacher's Highland cream now doesn't have the Ardmore influence that it used to have back in the day, where it's just sweetened with more what to me is like fucking stevia. I don't know what's in it.
Well, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say exactly the same thing I said earlier in this chat, and that's if you overanalyze it, it all starts to fall apart.
Yeah, I get it.
The way
I don't know. What part of you said this teacher's cream?
Teacher's Highland cream.
Teacher's Highland cream. Where would I find that in here?
It's rated at 86 if I'm not mistaken.
What region of Scotland is it from? Where's the blend?
Highland cream. Oh my god! So they use 45% Ardmore, which is an Isla region.
Oh, so it's a blend then. Okay, so we'll pay this page one.
But it has a higher content of single malt Scotch. Whereas if you were to drink white Mackay, that has 45 single malts from like Island, like Jura and Dalmore, a bunch of stuff that I don't.
Breathing, yeah.
Richard Patterson.
Here you go.
Start later.
Does have a section for Teacher's Highland Cream. Right,
Oh, look at that!
right there.
Sweet deal.
Let's see if I can hold it up. Okay, I can't even read. I can't even read what it says. But...
Greg, you sound like Vader, man.
Share it.
Do I really?
Yeah. You sound like Darth Vader.
I'm your father, drunken one.
it says.
Literally, I came in your mother.
Okay.
Well, it says the nose is right.
She's been gone for a while.
The nose is right, full, generous, dried fruits, molasses, toffee, cinnamon, and smoke. And the palate is spices galore alongside creamy toffee and raisin.
Okay.
With a goodie finish.
I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah.
I'll buy that for $1. That's great. That's a great movie.
And it's got Famous Gross mentioned in here too. Johnny Walker Black.
It says spices galore. That's very descriptive. You know, I'm thinking, what? Yeah. Isn't that very descriptive? Spices galore. You know?
All right, so
they're now owned by Beam Suntory, which the people I still kind of.
Another one in there I'd like to try is Chivas Regal, and I think you would like me to try.
Great, Chivas Regal for a blend. Great.
Yeah. It's more expensive than the others, though.
So I took the Highland Park 12 and I cut it with a little bit of water and I put some ice in there, and it's way better now.
Yeah,
some whiskeys open up great like that when you add a little drop of water to it.
Oh my god, it's fucking so good right now. Oh,
sometimes you add a little more than a few drops of water and it's still good.
Yeah.
Like I remember the first time I ever tried like Glenlivet 12 and I cut it just a little bit of water and I'm like unlocked the pineapple notes right in it and it was so good. And that bottle did not last long.
No, right?
Yeah, good with water. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But the favorite whiskey that I've ever had is Talisker 12 or Talisker 10. I really love that one. So you don't mind? I'm gonna have to get another bottle.
The comments are the best.
I know, right?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we're a whiskey chat now.
Yeah, sorry guys.
All right.
I'm the only one.
It's not my chat.
I'm drinking whiskey.
Wait, does anyone here like?
Okay, so going to the chat. I'm good, Albino. How are you? Starscream. If you ever join our chat, we're going to go offline shortly. If you join our chat while we're offline, I'll tell you how I am because there's things I'm not allowed to talk about online. I need some help with 700 of me. Hi, Drunken One. Hi, Star. Cheers. Hi, Star. Starscream. 900 subs. Huh? Sweet. From Drunken One, 900 subs with 3 videos. Damn, girl. On to Goose Island Midway IPA. Joe is here. Did Greg just say he came in Drunken One's mother? Yep, this is the right place.
That's correct. I did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to post the join link, guys. I'm going to go offline, but we're going to stay talking. Here's the join link if you want to join.
Hey, guys, don't be so shy. Just fucking join. You're offline.
Just join. We're offline. When we're offline, that means it doesn't matter who you are or what you say. It doesn't.
Yeah, come in and say hi. Don't be shy.
Bye, guys. I got to walk up to
everything's
11 and buy some chicken wings.
Bye.